This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex and our Shields pregame show as we get set to bring you a dandy here from Mandan, number 2 versus number 3 in the state of North Dakota right here on the PSP Network. As we take a look, Chuck, a little bit more inside these two teams. We said Shanley coming in 6-1, number 2 or in the state of, I'm stand corrected, they are not number, Mandan number 2 in the state of North Dakota. But, this is a team, Chuck, we saw them at the start of the year against Bismarck High, and watching them, we figured, well, these guys as they move on, they certainly have the makings to be a good football team, and they've shown that. And one of the things that about them is, and you touched on it, is four of their 6 wins this season, Chuck, 40 or more points per game. I mean, that's simply impressive at the high school level.
Well, when you got a guy like Michael Rosberg leading your team, first-team All-State quarterback last year, this is a guy who's got a full ride to a Division I program in St. Thomas in St. Paul, and he's a leader. You look at interviews, you talk to the kid after games, and just one of those guys you're just so impressed with, and just he gets it, right? He's mature behind his age, and when you got someone like that leading your team at whatever level it is, and what a huge advantage for Fargo Shanley, and he can throw the football. He's got 18 touchdowns, 1,640 yards passing, just 5 interceptions. What a great ratio you have there. And he's got 5 touchdowns running. He's not afraid. He's a big kid, 6'4", 210 pounds, so he's not afraid to put his head down and get that first down when he needs to. And to me, the one thing that they don't have is they don't have that runner like they did last year. Okay, last year they had that Aiden Devine, right? First-team All-State kid. I mean, against Mandan last year in the semifinal game that Mandan lost to them, or excuse me, the quarterfinal game where Mandan lost 35-20. Devine had almost 200 yards rushing. So they don't have that guy, but Adam Leininger, he still can run hard. He's 6'1", 220, filling in for Haldis. And so, but not the same. They're only rushing the football for 90 yards, 85 yards a game, Scott. And that's one thing when they're a little more they're not quite as balanced as Mandan. They're
exactly,
really a pass-happy football team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, you talk about that, Chuck, and I think it's been a long time since we've seen the talented wide receivers that we're seeing in the EDC. And we're going to see a couple of them here tonight. The one that stands out is Hakim from Shanley, also Connor Kraft playing a big role there. But, certainly Hakim coming here, 7 touchdowns. Fargo North's got their own standout wide receiver. So certainly it's been an aerial attack in the EDC this year.
Well, it has. And at Rosberg, when you're a great quarterback like that, and you got guys like Vucheri Hakim, who's got 500 yards and 7 touchdowns. This guy, and he's 6'5", he's an athlete. He can go get the football. And you got your little kind of water bug type guy, Sam Oshak. You didn't mention that this he's under 6 foot, but boy, he's kind of a John Gorish kind of guy. You watch him, he kind of reminds me of Gore, who was an All-Stater last year for Fargo Shanley. He's got 29 catches. He's leading the team in catches, but you mentioned Connor Kraft. We know Kenny Kraft. He was an All-Stater for St. Mary's back in the day at quarterback. This kid's 6'8", 210. Sounds like he's got some calls from some Division I programs, and why wouldn't you when you're 6'8", and he's athletic, he's a great basketball player. They can throw the football up to him, and he's got 17 catches and a couple touchdowns. And so and to me what was so impressive is last week they also throw the ball to their tailback, and you do not see that very often in high school football where they put the tailback and they use him so much. And that's what a weapon to have a guy like Adam Leininger, who last week he had 8 catches in that win versus Davies.
Yeah, and you talking to Troy Matter before the game, they've kind of gone a little bit more at that West Coast style, and as you just talked about, distributing it to the guys out of the backfield, because you said, they don't have that prolific runner, like we'll talk about next in the Mandan Braves. I mean, you look at Mandan, a team coming here, Chuck, again, 6-1, and a team that certainly had some high expectations coming into this game. And early on, Lincoln Wiseman, young man we talked about, the tailback, 751 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns. Boy, I tell you what, it's kind of, when you got him and you got a guy like Jablonski on the outside and Frank on the outside, boy, that certainly balances things out a lot for your football team.
Well, let's talk specifically Lincoln Wiseman.
Yep.
Talk about a kid who's tough. I mean, he broke his arm against Minot in the third game of the season. That's one of those, injuries that's supposed to be 4 to 5 to 6 weeks. Well, taped me up, coach. It was up by the wrist area, I guess, the bone in that area in his right hand, and ultimately he's got a soft cast, and then he also has the cast over the top of it, kind of the foam. Interesting against St. Mary's when he came back. He missed the Wilson game. The next game was St. Mary's. He said, "I'm playing." They taped it up. The officials approved his cast. Good, got out, had a great game against St. Mary's. Same thing against Bismarck High. The Bismarck High officials said, "Nope, that's illegal. Can't use that." So then he had to go back and, of course, he wasn't happy, saying, "What's going on here?" This group said okay, this group didn't say. But he tapes her up and gets it where he needs to be, and he came out and plays. And here's a guy that missed about 2 games and still leading the West region in rushing at 751 yards and 12 touchdowns. So this guy is an absolute beast. They're going to give him the football a lot. And Mandan's balance is way different than Shanley. They're almost a 50-50 team, which they're hard to prepare for when you got a Lincoln Wiseman rushing like he is. They're averaging 180 yards on the ground. And then you got a guy like Carson Jablonski, one of the most electric athletes in terms of football athletes you're going to find. Here's a kid, Scott, he's got a touchdown receiving, a touchdown rushing, a touchdown interception touchdown, a punt return, a kick return. Hey, why not give him the football tonight, let him throw it?
Well, it's the playing of our national anthem. We'll take a timeout as our Shields pregame show rolls on. We come back, starting lineups, opening kick, and more on the Mandan Braves after this timeout on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power?
No.
Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Welcome back to we try to figure out our field mic here is there. We think we got her straightened out, do we not?
I think so.
I think we might have to.
Starting inside linebacker, number 34.
How's that, huh? Add a little gain to that baby. And all right, well, we got things straightened out as the starting lineups are being introduced on the field. They will go like this. Shanley will go on defense first up front. They'll go like this. At one tackle will be Dylan Carlquist, 6'1", 255, and a senior. The other tackle will be Damon Hospitalis. He's 6'1", 220, and a junior. At one end will be Will Mayhus. He's 6'2", 230 and a senior. The other end will be Cam Allers. He's 6'1", 210 and a junior. The linebacking core, Landon Meyer, 5'11", 185 and a junior. Adam Leininger, 6', 220 and a junior. On the other side will be Isaac Perkolovich. He's 6', 190 and a junior. And Jordan Leininger, 6'1", 200 and a junior. At one corner, Fisher Hannison. He's 5'11", 165 and a junior. The other corner will be Joey Dukart, 5'11", 185 and a senior. And the free safety will be Sam Oshak, 5'11", 170 and a junior. Their head coach in his 6th season is Troy Mattern, who himself is on the disabled list here.
Wow. Yeah, he's pretty embarrassed about that, right? Running down the sidelines, following a play. Actually said he got some air as he jumped, got excited, came down, tore his MCL.
He said that was the problem. I got too much air, and I hurt myself coming down. But his brother will shake his head and go, nope, he's just a pitcher. He's a pitcher.
Yeah, he said he has no athletic ability.
For the Mandan Braves, on the offensive side of the football, they will go like this. Up front at center will be Brady Boehm, 6'2", 250 and a senior. At right guard will be Owen Gress, 6', 270 and a senior. The left guard, Seth Gerhardt, 285 and a senior. The tackles on the right side, Caden Steele, 6'2", 230 and a senior. And Hunter Corbin, 6'3", 225 and a junior on the left side. At the tight end will be Karsten Hagney, 6'3", 180 and a senior. At one split end will be Tri Frank. He's 6'1", 200 and a senior. At the flanker spot will be Carson Jablonski, 6'1", 165 and a senior. And the fullback will be Wyatt Peel, 6'3", 210 and a junior. Lincoln Wiseman, the tailback, 5'11", 195 and a senior. And the quarterback will be Max Carlson, 6'3", 210 and a senior. Their head coach in his 11th season is Todd Sheldon, as it is parents' night tonight, or senior night it must be tonight.
Yep.
As they are recognizing the seniors. Got an update, Chuck, from Legacy on that one?
Yeah, Legacy scored in their second possession. Actually, they fumbled in the end zone in the first possession, and then St. Mary's ended up punting, and they went all the way down and scored. So Legacy's leading 7-6, just end of the first quarter, actually. So just starting the second quarter.
And we'll try to keep you updated as well. Obviously, the 9-man playoffs getting underway tomorrow. We'll touch on that in our halftime show, and then after this week, we'll know more on the 11A side, as I believe this is they've got one more week left too.
Yep.
As the 11A side, but it'll be the 11B side where this will be their last week. So lots of football to be played. Fun time of the year as the 9B playoffs get started. You know they've got to. You got to run the gauntlet on that thing to win that one, and certainly some good football teams there. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But, Chuck, let's take a look at, as the seniors get introduced here, some keys to the game tonight. And I guess when you look at both these two teams, and I'll just throw one out for each of them, who's going to stop who? Because obviously they're both putting up a lot of points, and it's going to be what defense is going to stop what offense in this one.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. And the Mandan side is, Mandan, clearly the stronger rushing team, and they can throw the football if they have to, but they'd rather run the football. And to me, that's going to be a key. Can the Fargo-Shanley defense, can they stop that Fargo or that Mandan offense, and specifically Lincoln Wiseman? Last week they gave up almost 300 yards rushing to Davies. So Mandan's going to pound the ball as much as possible with Lincoln Wiseman. And, hey, why not? They got 4 starters back on the offensive line. You throw the other guy, the right tackle, Caden Steele. He's your middle linebacker, so you know how tough that kid is. And you got, guys on the outside, and Hegney and Frey who aren't afraid to block. And to me, one of the unsung heroes is that fullback in Wyatt Peel. We know he starts on both sides. He's starting linebacker, so he's a hard-nosed kid. Doesn't run the football very much, but he likes to get in front of Lincoln Wiseman, and he blocks and opens up some holes. So to me, it's that rushing offense. Can the Fargo-Shanley defense stop that, and vice versa? The Shanley, that vaunted passing attack, averaging over 250 yards a game throwing. Can the Mandan defense, are they going to be able to stop them? Are they going to get a pass rush? That's one of the keys to me, is Boehm, Gress, Keller, Corbin. In the past this year, they've struggled. They do not have a lot of sacks. They have not put a ton of pressure on the quarterback. So to me, it's what's their defensive coordinator? What are they going to draw up, Scotty, to get some pressure on this first team All-State of Rostenburg?
Well, yeah, and then the one thing about Shanley's defense, Chuck, it's not like that you can, when you've got the likes of Jablonski and Frank on the outside, it's not like you say, okay, we're going to stack the box and we're gonna stop Wiseman. Well, you know what? Now you gotta be you gotta be
you can't.
cognizant of both sides. You can't do it.
You can't. You got Frank, you got Jablonski, and then they like to throw the football. They'll throw it to Lincoln Wiseman as well. So ultimately, very balanced passing attack for or offensive attack for Mandan. So, and the other part, big to me, special teams. These two teams have electric special teams. Jablonski, kick it away from him, whether it's punt return, kick return. And then you look at the Shanley side, hey, they got 3 punt returns for touchdowns and a kickoff return for a touchdown. So ultimately, these two special teams, these kickers, they lost sleep last night going, where am I going to kick it?
Well, Matt Berg, he squibs one right down, and they're going to let it run through down to the 17-yard line. Jablonski's got it, trying to angle to the outside, and he does. He turns the corner. He's out near the 30-yard line. He's wrestled down there on the far sideline. And that's where Mandan will start 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Matt Berg, the kicker there for Fargo Shanley, and the Braves offensively come out led by their senior quarterback, Max Carlson. I think I forgot to announce him as a starting quarterback, 6'3", 210, and a senior, as they will start 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, as ball spotted on that right hash as Carlson's going to work out of the pistol formation. 2 receivers left, single receiver to the short side. Now they motion right to left. They give it to Wiseman coming left, and oh boy, he's going to get wrapped up and blown right through there. Was Adam Leininger, was not fooled on that one, as he came right over that right side and wrapped Wiseman up for a loss of a couple back to the 28-yard line.
Well, they had linebacker blitzes in both the A gaps on both sides, and Leininger, he is a dude. He's our leading tackler this year, 29 solo tackles, and he got in the backfield sure-handed and went right down at the legs of Lincoln Wiseman, brought him down for a 2-yard loss.
I want to thank everybody for listening to our Shields pregame show. Shop sporting goods, hunting, and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Out of the pistol again on 2nd down and 12. Carlson barks the signals out. Twin receivers left, 1 receiver to the high side. They throw it out, bubble screen, Jablonski in open field. He's got a block, turns upfield, 35. Little shake and bake there, and he's run out of bounds near a 1st down all the way up to the 38-yard line. Jordan Leininger runs him out of bounds, and a good block on the outside there, Chuck, by Tri Frank.
Well, exactly. Great block on that wide receiver screens, but the official on the sideline saying the left foot of Jablonski stepped out at the 38.
Okay, so to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for Mandan from their own 38-yard line. Again, out of the pistol formation, twin receivers to the high side of the field. Here comes a blitz. They throw it out, screen pass, Jablonski, open field, shakes, bakes, turns upfield, got the 1st down and more as he's up near the 45-yard line, and they're going to spot it at the 44. So, hey, when you need something big, go to your big playmaker, and he makes things happen.
Same play on the right side as Frank again had a nice block. And I think as a coach, I was watching Jablonski do the shake and bake, and I'm thinking, put your head down, get to 3 yards, right? He was doing that behind the 1st down.
So here comes Mandan on 1st down and 10 from their own. Well, they spotted at the 49-yard line. Again, pistol formation. Wiseman behind quarterback Max Carlson. They hand off. Wiseman going right, cuts back left. He's got room in midfield. Oh, look out, 40, 35, 30, 25 at the foot race, 20, and he's going to be tripped up at the 19-yard line. Nifty run there by Lincoln Wiseman, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Jordan Leininger, and Mandan has entered the Serve Pro Red Zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It is Serve Pro.
Wow, the key was the cutback. That was designed to go to the right side, and what a great jump cut. Goes back to the left side, and Lincoln Wiseman, he is a track athlete. He showed his wheels as he busted right through that second level. Great tackle by Leininger to pull him down after a 39-yard gain.
There's Wiseman going right, cuts it inside, and he's going to be stood up for maybe a gain of a couple as Hospitalis makes a stop, and they said they had, and they're going to spot it.
Yeah, they just gave him a 1-yard gain on that one as they try to go with a little off-tackle play, but good job by Hospitalis. This guy's a dude, 6'1", 220. He's a junior, and then the Carlquist also in that tackle spot, really, they balled up and there's nowhere to go on that right side.
Ball spot at the 16, not the 14, as I was looking at the board, as this time Carlson again out of the pistol formation. Jablonski comes in motion. They fake it. Rolling out, Carlson looks in the corner. He's got a man wide open. Caught, Frank, touchdown, Mandan.
Well, what a great call. A bootleg. They fake the handoff to Wiseman on the right side. Naked boot. Quarterback Carlson rolls out to his left, and it's one-on-one on that outside. Frank gave him a hard cut inside and then busted to the outside and was wide open. Great throw by Carlson. Touchdown, Frank, 7th of the season.
At the 9:03 mark of quarter number 1, Mandan strikes first on Alex Wagner on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Ryder Peel. Snap, hold down, line drive kick is up. It appears good, and it is. 9:03 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Opening quarter from Mandan. It's Mandan 7, Fargo Shanley 0. Back with the kick after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships. I love working with people. We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Well, welcome back as the kick got a little commercial break, and that was fielded by Shanley. That was pitched back and then thrown back and taking it up the far sideline for Fargo Shanley. That was Caden Chrisman, and he gets it all the way out to near midfield where they're going to spot it at the 48-yard line, and here comes Shanley offensively up front at center. Butler, the guards, Carlquist and Mayhus, Mitchell and Hospitalis, the tackles, Oshak, one wide out, Kraft, Dukart, and also Hakim. Out of the shotgun, here goes Rosberg. Rosberg, twins left, twins right, rolling to his right. Sets, throws underneath, and it's going to be tipped. And almost caught. Is a good defensive play stepping in front of that, but Hakim almost was able to curl that one at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Mendenwald had him in coverage, had a great spot. He's a cornerback. He was playing behind him, the old rollout pass, the pass by Rosberg, but what a great job by Mendenwald stepping in front of it. Should have had it. He high-pointed it. It went through his hands, and then Hakim, he had it. Had it in his hands, turned up to go to the touchdown, nobody behind him, dropped it.
So 2nd down and 10 now. Out of the shotgun is Rosberg. Rosberg, they fake the handoff. They throw a screen out on the left side. Oh, good open field tackle there on the reception was Oshak. And coming up to make that was Frank. What a good open field tackle there by the Mandan Braves. That brings up 3rd and 11 for Fargo Shanley.
Yeah, Frank. What an athlete this kid is. I mean, he's a great basketball player, double-digit scorer. And we heard his name blocking, got a touchdown, but he is equally as good on this side as a strong safety. Big kid at 6'1", 200 pounds, strong, great tackle right there.
8:15 to go, opening quarter of play, 3rd down and 11 as Rosberg back to pass, set, steps up across the middle, fires, picked off at the 45, midfield, 40, 35, and back into Shanley territory on the interception, Devin Church, and the first turnover of the game goes to Fargo Shanley.
Same thing. Church was playing behind at the free safety. He read the eyes of Rosberg. Rosberg threw a bullet, but Devin Church steps in front of him at the 43-yard line, and a great return into Fargo Shanley territory, runs it out to the 27-yard line. So not a good start for the Shanley Deacons.
So here comes Mandan on 1st and 10 from the Shanley 28-yard line. Ball spotted left hash. Wide right, Jablonski split wide right. Out of the pistol is Carlson. Carlson Hands off Wiseman going left, finds a seam, and he gets it down to the 25-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above.
Adam Leininger, Ehlers there in the tackle, but good blocking up front. Gerhardt, he's a guy, Scott, he was hurt last week and missed a game, but they had him back in. He's a big left guard at 285. Boy, he can move the pile, and that's exactly what him and Brady Bame did. They had a double team block and move the pile, allowed Wiseman to cut back and pick up 4 yards on first down.
2nd down and 10 for the Mandan Braves. Inside Shanley territory, ball spotted on the Shanley 25. They fake it. Carlson, and he's going to be swarmed underneath. Back at the 31-yard line, big number 66, Dylan Carlquist coming in there with the sack, and that's going to be a loss all the way back to the 30-yard line is where they're going to spot it. Well, it'll be 3rd down and 11 for Fargo Shanley.
Well, they weren't buying that fake at all, and nobody blocked Dylan Carlquist. He absolutely blew up the right guard and Owen Gress. Got into the backfield. Carlson had nothing to do, just kind of buried himself for a big loss in the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12 now for the Braves. Now this time they go out of the shotgun, does Carlson. Right alongside him is Wiseman. Twin receivers to his right. Single receiver, that's Frank. They're looking one-on-one across the middle. Frank caught, 10, 1st down, and it's going to be inside the Serve Pro red zone as they run a little slant to Frank and Fisher Hannison on the stop. But once again, Mandan is inside the Serve Pro red zone, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Well, you said the backslide slant. It's set up that they faked that bubble screen to the right side. Everybody was looking that way, and Frank got himself in the open on the backside slant, and a perfect throw by Carlson.
Carlson out of the pistol. Now they motion right to left. Carlson. And they hand off going over the left side. On the handoff, that's Wyatt Peel, the fullback, as he lined up in the slot on the right side. And Peel on 1st and goal gets a couple, so it'll be 2nd down and goal to go for the Mandan Braves.
Peel doesn't touch it very often, just 4 carries on the season, Scott. But so they tried to say, hey, we're going to line him up on that right side. Hopefully they think he's going to block. A little misdirection. He comes back to the left side, but the defense of Shanley they were not buying that one at all.
7-0. Mandan leads in the BNC Bank scoreboard. 5:26 left to go here. Opening quarter play from the Starion Sports Complex. Mandan knocking on the door once again. Carlson out of the pistol. Single receiver to left. Jablonski split wide right. Slot left two. Here comes Shanley on the blitz. And Wiseman, as he tried to cut off of it, but that nonetheless, big number 44 was in there. That was Cam Allers in there for the Deacons. Wiseman saw him coming, tried to cut left, but Allers just wrapped him up below the legs.
Yeah,
brought him down.
It was great play, and hey, that's a tough man-to-man tackle. He came on the left side around the defensive end, but put his foot in the ground, cut hard to the middle, and went down and grabbed a hold of the ankles of Wiseman, brought him down.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. Carlson again out of the pistol. They motion Jablonski. Naked bootleg again. Carlson looking to throw it back. Now he's got to throw it in the end zone. Finds a man. Jablonski caught. Touchdown. Where did he come from?
Well, Jablonski lined up on the left side, Scott, and they were looking at Frank because that's kind of one of those plays they ran. It was man-to-man on the outside with Frank. They were looking at him, and Jablonski, he just showed his speed as he came from the backside, outran the coverage, got in a little zone, and the quarterback, Carlson, just waited until Jablonski came in his opening, hit him, touchdown. 5 for 5 now for Carlson in this first half. First quarter, put it that way.
Comes at the 4:30 mark. Alex Wagner on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and this one got some air on it, and that one is good. 4.5 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard from Mandan. It is the Braves 14, the Deacons 0. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you need wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Well, a quick strike there by, not a quick strike, but on 3rd and goal to go, Mandan on a 7-yard TD pass to Jablonski makes it 14-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The UPS store located on South Broadway. Midas open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. UPS store located in Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. On the return from the 19-yard line, they got room 30, 35, 40, 45 up the far sideline, and on the return, flag comes in.
Might have been a horse collar, Scott, at the end.
Excuse me?
Great run.
I didn't see who that was.
Shanley. That was Joey Dukart.
Joey Dukart, okay.
On the return as Dukart. And he's not the guy that – it's Oshak and Crispin usually are the two guys that are the ones that are, so lethal on that kick return. But ultimately, Dukart showed his wheels. He turned to the outside. And
team, number 1. 15-yard penalty from the end of the return.
Yeah, because it was a horse collar there, Scott. So he returns it all the way to the 41-yard line.
Oh, boy, that's a big one.
And then you add 15 on top of that.
So that's going to set Shanley up. 1st and 10 from the Mandan 24-yard line. Here's Rosberg. Twins right, Twins left. Mandan showing blitz. Here they come, and they run right by it, but they hand off this time, and on the carry was Leininger. And he may have got a couple over that right side. On the stop there for Mandan. Hunter Corbin in on the stop there for the Mandan Braves. They give him a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Deacons. They trail 14-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Rosberg, empty backfield. Twins left, Twins right. Rosberg barks out the signals. Mandan shows blitz. Here they come. He gets rid of it, throws it underneath, and it's going to be caught turning upfield for the Deacons on the reception there. That was Caden Chrisman. He's close to first down yardage as he's brought down at the 16-yard line.
Well, you got Chrisman. He's got 11 catches and a touchdown, so there's so many weapons they have for Chrisman. Just settles, picks up nice yardage on 2nd down.
So 3rd down and 3 for the Deacons. Again, Rosberg throws a quick hitter. It's tipped in the air, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Dukart on the short side of the field, tipped in the air, almost intercepted. So now it'll be 4th down and 3 for the Deacons from the Mandan 16-yard line.
So he's got Frank on the tip. He's just been playing tremendous defense. He stepped up, knocked that one in the air, and like you said, almost intercepted.
Empty backfield again. Twins right, Twins left. Rosberg barks out the signals. Here comes Mandan. Rosberg pumps again, throws it underneath. Caught, good hands there, and fighting for a 1st down on the reception. That was
Luke Hallcraft. Hallcraft is 6'2", 200-pound senior. He's got 8 receptions on the season, too. So there's so many weapons, Scott.
Yeah,
rotate these receivers in and out. And Hallcraft, great job with the quarterback. He's looking left first. Hallcraft was not the first guy, I can tell you, that he was looking at. But way to find the open dude and picking up a 1st down.
Rosberg goes into the pistol formation. 1st down and goal to go. They throw it, jump ball in the corner to Kraft, and it's thrown out of bounds as on the coverage there was Jablonski as they just threw it up in the air, but over the head of the intended receiver, Connor Kraft. So it'll bring 2nd down and goal to go from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. Is ultimately you got the big guy over in the corner at 6'8", and Jablonski's he just goes. He's about 6'1". I don't even know if he's that big. That's what they got him at. But he is super athletic, and he definitely takes the challenge going, I got this guy man-to-man.
2.5 to go. Handoff Leininger coming right, turns upfield, and he's going to be brought down from the backside, and that might be for a loss. On the tackle was Wyatt Peel, and that is a loss as they mark it. Now they mark it back at the 11-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and goal to go from the 11, so a loss of 1 on the carry.
Yeah, Peel, 6'3", 210, had a lot of playing time last year as a sophomore, just a junior. And, he's just one of those guys in that the defense at linebacker. Steele's a stud. Peel, they got to have these guys in that 2nd level, and Peel's a guy they've been relying on a ton this year.
Point clock goes down to 10 on 3rd down and goal to go from the 11-yard line. Ball spotted right hash. Rosberg out of the gun. Leininger floats out into the flat. Rosberg throws it underneath. Stepped in front. Jablonski picked off. He's at the... No, that's not Jablonski. 30, 35, 40. 45, midfield. 45 of the Deacons. And, oh, boy, what a defensive play there. That was Mendenwall again, as Jablonski was on that far side the last time. But Mendenwall stepped in front of it. And another costly turnover for the Shanley Deacons.
Yeah, if that had been Jablonski, we'd have been. You'd have
that's a good point.
That one,
that's a good.
Hey,
no, he'd be in the end zone already.
Yeah, it's dark as heck over that corner, so
you can't see anything in that corner.
No, you can't. Well, he didn't see Mendenwall. Rosberg didn't either. What a great job again! Steps in front of the 2-yard line, returns it all the way out to the 43. So big time a flip of the field there.
So here comes Carlson. He works out of the shotgun. Wiseman to his left. He hands off. Nope, keeps it. Carlson, he's got room. 40, cuts inside. 35. Nope, he's going to be brought down just shy of the 35. They'll spot it at the 36-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage has been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. To schedule a mover to find a quote, Roger Ward Moving and Storage. It'll be a gain of 8, so it'll be 2nd and 2. Good offensive situations here that you want to be in on 2nd down and short. Carlson, Wiseman bounces it outside, and he's not going to go anywhere. As on the stop was Perkorovich.
Perkorovich set himself in the hole, and he waited for that jump cut and did not go for it. And great job going down low again. These guys are schooled well on the defensive side for Shanley, Scott. They don't tackle up high. They go down on the legs for the sure-handed tackles.
BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Yes.
Wiseman, 6 carries, 41 yards early on. Carlson, 5 for 5, 61 yards, a couple touchdowns.
This will be the last play of the opening quarter as clock winds to 15 seconds. Here's Carlson out of the pistol. Peel flops on the right side of the left side. Wiseman cuts back left and finds his way near a first down as the clock stops with 6 seconds to play. Hospitalis makes the stop. It is a first down. They move the change. So we will have one more play here in this opening quarter.
I think as soon as they get the change set, they'll get going. So
yep, that will end the opening quarter of play here from the Starion Sports Complex on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 1 quarter in the books. It's Mandan 14, Shanley 0. Back with quarter number 2 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Well, welcome back to the start of quarter number 2 from the Starion Sports Complex. It'll be first down and 10 for the Braves from the Deacons' 32-yard line. Out of the gun, works Max Carlson works, back to pass, looks left, throws it across the middle. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be incomplete. Here comes the flag. It'll be pass interference as they were looking for Jablonski on that far side. Was that Ducard, I believe, on the coverage, Chuck?
Yep, that same dark corner. They need to get some more lights on that corner. But, yeah, it was kind of man-to-man coverage on the outside, at least underneath. They had a safety over the top in Oshak, but ultimately it was kind of a two-way go. You're going to go run up or you're going to cut in and run a slant, and that's exactly what Jablonski did. He ran a slant, and the quarterback had a perfect throw. Ducart just stepped in front a little too early. Good call by the officials.
Mandan once again inside the ServPro Red Zone, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. So first down and 10 for Mandan. Carlson again works out of the pistol. Now Peel comes in motion. And they give it to Peel straight up the middle. He's got room, breaks a tackle, bounces off another one, and he's down to the 5 and rolls forward to the 3. And that's where they're going to spot him down. As Chuck, you talked about, the unsung hero potentially in this game. Wyatt Peel doesn't carry it much. A big carry there, and it's first and goal for the Mandan Braves.
They're expecting him to block, and at this time of year, it's like, hey, why not? Let's give the ball to this kid. He comes in motion, comes around, and it's a read by the quarterback. Great block on the backside by Gerhardt. You give the ball to Peel, and he runs through an arm tackle, picks up another first down.
First and goal for Mandan. Carlson, now they motion Peel again. Handoff, Wiseman over the right side. He's into the end zone for touchdown number 13. Lincoln Wiseman into the end zone for another Mandan touchdown.
They are absolutely blowing holes in the front, Scott. Again, Gerhardt, Bame, Gress, Corbin. That front line is giving the quarterback time, and they're opening up holes. That time it was Wiseman on the 4-yard touchdown run.
Wagner on to attempt the extra point for the Braves. Snap, hold down, kick is up, appears good, and it is. So, 11:21 to go in the opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's all Mandan. They lead it 21-0. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Well, a 4-yard touchdown run by Lincoln Wiseman gives them 21-0 lead. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years as the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza and wings and the 30-inch galactic pizzas that are out of this world. Call and order now. 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world.
Met the owner last week. He said, hey, you get up there, I'll take care of you guys and pizza.
Ooh. Hey,
well, he didn't say that, but I put it on the air now, so he's got to get his pizza.
Don't have to tell me twice. Here's a squiv kick, and not sure what happened with the special teams there, as that one's going to be down by the Deacons at the 22-yard line, and that's where they will have the football. First and 10 from their own. Oh, they're going to say it's at the 27. Okay. 27-yard line as they trail 21-0 to the Mandan Braves.
Well, this has not been the start that Coach Troy Mattern was dreaming about, let's just say, is 2 of 6 throwing, 11 yards, 2 interceptions for Rostenberg, and a net 0 yards rushing.
Here's Rosberg. Now the handoff lining over the right side, and he's got a lot of yards as he's across the 35 out to the 36-yard line goes Adam Leininger, 55 carries for 260 yards coming into this one.
And he's filling in. Jack Haldis was the normal starter, got hurt a little while ago. I think he had a concussion. He'll be back next week, according to Troy, Coach Mattern, so he'll definitely be a guy, 2-year starter on defense. That's probably more so where they hurt with Haldis, but Leininger, he's a big-time replacement.
Rosberg goes trips left, works out of the shotgun, single receiver to the short side. They throw it out, screen pass. Ooh, read nicely there. Making the initial stop was Jablonski, and on the reception there was Caden Chrisman. He's got the first down. Wyatt Peel finishes him off at the 38-yard line, but that'll be enough for a first down, so they'll move the chains. Clock will wind. 10:25 to go here in the opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 21, Shanley 0. Here's a first and 10 now for the Deacons. Rosberg out of the shotgun. Twins left, twins right. Rosberg looking right, fires right, caught, and immediately dropped at the 42-yard line on the stop there. There's that. Was that Hakeem on the reception?
Yeah,
okay.
Hakeem caught it.
Hakeem, I'm sorry.
Right
Hakeem and
there.
Mendenwall, yep.
As these cornerbacks, Jablonski, Mendenwald, and then you throw Church and Frank in it. These D-back, they are doing an unbelievable job right now for the Braves.
So a gain there of 4 to be second down and 6. Here's Rosberg out of the shotgun. Rosberg, they hand off, and On the carry there, that was Isaac Prkarovich, and he's got he's going to be short of the first down as he takes it over that right side.
UND fans remember Jed Prkarovich, Isaac's father, Washburn Star, UND stud back in the day.
National champion.
Absolutely.
So 3rd down and short now for the Deacons from their own 47-yard line. They hand off Prkarovich again, and he slides through the left side. He's got the first down out at the 49-yard line. Brady Bame makes a stop. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory-authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com.
Nice to be able to bring a guy in like Prkarovich. He's 6 foot 190, runs hard, back-to-back runs for him, picking up that first down.
First down at 10 now. Rosberg again out of the shotgun, empty backfield. Back to pass. He's looking over the right side. He's got a man underneath. Caught turning upfield on the far side. Shaking and baking down to the 35-yard line. On the reception there was Sam Oshak. Picks up a first down, and he's got more, and they'll move the chains into Mandan territory.
All kinds of time to throw, and that was kind of the key right there, Scott, is as a quarterback, when you got time to throw and you got the receivers like they do, Oshak just made an outside cut or inside cut back to the outside, wide open, and Rosberg, he's not going to miss a guy like that.
So now the Deacons, first down and 10 from Mandan 35-yard line. Rosberg, they motion, fakes it. Rosberg keeps it. He's not going anywhere. And right there, big number 51 for the Hunter Corbin makes the stop there for the Mandan Braves.
Corbin, we said the guys up front got to do something, right? They got to get pressure. They don't have to get a sack. They got to get pressure. And Rosberg, right in the face of Rosberg was Corbin. He goes 6'3", 2. They got some big guys with McCoy outside at 6'4", and Corbin on the other defensive end at 6'3". Got to look over the top of them. That's also something that's going to be a challenge for Rosberg.
Have our Premier Chiropractic intermission report coming up as Rosberg looking, passes across the middle. He's got a man, Kraft, caught it and brought down right at the 29-yard line. On the stop there, Devin Church makes a stop, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 to go for the Deacons. Premier Chiropractic, Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry Darmers can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com.
This is a big possession here for Shanley. It's I wouldn't say it's a must score, but I would say it's a really, really, really need to score.
Yeah, and they get the ball, too. They deferred coming out, so this time they empty the backfield. Rosberg out of the shotgun. Claps his hands, throws it underneath. It's going to be caught at the 25-yard line. On the reception there, that was Joey Dukart.
And Mendenwald on the tackle, Scott, is they're spread them out now. Trips right, got a one guy in the backside, and that's Connor Kraft. But
well, now they're starting to throw a lot of stuff underneath too,
right.
Chuck.
3 receivers. Hey, what are they going to do? And the quarterback just reads where the defense is, and he had a wide open look there for Dukart.
So first down and 10 for the Deacons as they near the Serve Pro red zone. Back to pass, Rosberg throws it out. He's got a man and caught turning upfield. And run out of bounds is Oshak, and he's run out of bounds at the 13-yard line by Mendenwall.
Well, now they're getting in some rhythm passing. His quarterback sitting in that pistol. He just takes the snap and reads the defense. He looks left. This time it was Oshak. He's already hit 5 different receivers, Scott. So he doesn't have a favorite, right? He just throws to who's open.
He throws who's open as 6:16 to go here. In the opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard, Mandan leads 21-0 over Fargo Shanley. Got an update from Fargo. Last report, Century was leading Fargo Davies 7-0. Legacy leading St. Mary's. Here's Rosberg again out of the gun. Rosberg, they throw it Leininger out of the backfield. He nears the far side, turns upfield, and he's into the end zone is Adam Leininger. He got to the edge, didn't think he was going to get there, but he did. Turned it upfield and took it in the end zone, and Shanley is on the board.
Almost in motion a little early for Leininger, but when you're in the backfield, hey, you can do that. So he took a kind of a step to get going to his right side, caught it, and I think Mandan underestimated his speed, Scott. They took a bad angle for him, and he got to the outside and outran 4 Mandan defenders for a 13-yard touchdown run to get the Deacons on the board.
And on to, what are we going to do here? Oh, is Leininger is going to kick the extra point.
Yeah, Matt Berg. Mandan's got 6 block kicks in the season already.
High snap, down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So Leininger converts as he scores 7 on that possession for the Deacons. 6:11 to go, opening half of play from the Starring Sports Complex. Mandan 21, Shanley 7. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
So Berg to kick it away, fielded by the Braves, 20-20. That's Jablonski. Cuts between a couple of tacklers there at the 25 and gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that's where Mandan will take over with 6:06 to go here in the opening half. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to make your smile, take your smile to the next level. Call 852-2646 or visit mynotbraces.com today to get started with a free virtual consultation. Prestwich Orthodontics.
Well, the Braves have scored in all 3 possessions that have taken them just 6 plays each time. We'll see how this one, can they make it 4 for 4?
Here's Carlson again out of the pistol. And he fakes it, and options to Wiseman, trying to get to the edge. Oh, boy, is that a great open field tackle there. Wiseman couldn't get there, and flying up was Landon Meyer to make that open field tackle, and that's going to be no gain there for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, Meyer's one of those kids, very versatile, started the season at free safety. They moved him up to an outside linebacker spot because he's such a sure-handed tackler, and boy, he showed it there.
First down, or second down and 10 now for the Braves from their own 29-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, short side. Now Peel goes in motion. Handoff, Wiseman over the left side, cuts it back. 35-40, foot race, shakes and bakes at the 45, and he's brought down at midfield. Ooh, and that might have been close.
The horse collar, the official was right there. Hakim had the tackle, and that's what kind of Frank's looking over at him going, hey, that could have been a horse collar as
and Wiseman's
popping up, but what a great run by him. Again, a cutback run. He's so good at that. As Peel gets a block, he cuts back against the grain, and then it was kind of just an interference block by Tri Frank, and ultimately another big first down and 21-yard gain, already 70 yards on 10 carries for Lincoln Wiseman.
I think Ben had wanted something over in this near horse collar or something, so Carlson now works out of the pistol. Now they motion Peel to the backfield. They give it to Peel, and he goes straight up the middle into Deacon territory, and he's down to the 49. Cam Allers makes the stop there for the Fargo Shanley Deacons.
That's the play they scored upon, but Fargo Shanley said, okay, fool me once, I got it. We're reading this one as Allers, a defensive tackle. He read it, went, again, down low. These guys are tackling everybody from the waist down.
So it'll be second down and 8 after a gain of 2 there as Carlson out of the pistol. Wiseman coming right, cuts back inside. Now breaks off another cut, 40, drags tacklers down to the 37-yard line as, boy, does he run hard. Lincoln Wiseman picks up a first down, so move the chains, and Mandan is on the move once again.
Well, I just talked about where Shanley had been tackling Lincoln Wiseman and whoever. Well, that time, one of the guys tried to tackle him up high, and he showed, you are not tackling me up by the shoulder pads. He ran right through that arm tackle and finally got pulled down, but another big 11-yard pickup for Wiseman.
First and 10 now for the Braves. Oh, and we are going to have a Hub International Insurance timeout. Todd Sheldon wants to talk about it. Call Hub International Insurance today for all your personal and banking insurance needs. Hub International Insurance on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 4:14 to go here in the opening half. Mandan 21, Shanley 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Reminder also on the PSP Network, Legacy and St. Mary's doing battle as well. And I can tell you after the game, we'll have our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. As here come the Mandan Braves on first down and 10.
Well, no win tonight either, Scott.
Yeah.
After the last few days.
Chuck Carlson back to pass. He's looking down the far side. Oh, he throws it up, and he threw it behind Jablonski.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good time. Not a very good throw at all for Carlson, as that was the play, last possession where they drew a defensive pass interference play. And Jablonski was open, but you got to hit him on the cut. And the quarterback waited way too long on that one, and then the ball just sailed on Carlson.
So to bring up a second down and 10 for the Mandan Braves. 4:10 to go in the opening half of play. They lead 21-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Carlson out of the pistol. Hands off. No, he keeps it. He throws out in the flat. Jablonski looking for a block. Oh, he just ran by it. 25, 20, 15. Stops, spins, dances, moves, shakes, hulas. He does everything. Carson Jablonski into the Serve Pro red zone as the Mandan's going to have it first and 10 from the Shanley 11-yard line. Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
And what a job by the fake. First, that fake by Lincoln Wiseman. Not only the fake by the quarterback, but then Wiseman faking it, getting into the line of scrimmage, and ultimately just a great job, individual effort by Carson Jablonski.
So first down and 10 as they spot it at the 11-yard line. Now they motion right to left to the Mandan Braves. Wiseman coming right, cuts back inside, eludes one tackler, and he's going to be driven backwards. But they're going to spot him down, it appears, at about the 8-yard line.
You know, one thing for Wiseman, he runs so low too. You know,
yeah, exactly.
Low center of gravity at 5'11". He cuts hard, and then he waits for the hole to develop. You know, he's quick to the hole, but yet at the same time, he's patient.
There's a gain of 3. We got a second and 7.
Well, as
is it plugged in?
Should be. As we'll work on our camera here. Sorry, folks. As here's Carlson falling down. He throws it in the corner, almost picked off, and it goes incomplete. And so, there we go. Now we got her back on.
Well, that was Carlson took the snap and that pistol and rolled out to his left, and he tried to get it to Frank, but Frank was actual double coveraged, and then the quarterback was falling down, as you said that, Scott.
Looks like he slipped.
He should not have thrown that football, and it should have been picked off in the end zone.
Had a lot of things going on in that play there, Chuck. Camera outage, we had slippage, we had the whole works going on, huh? Papers falling on the floor. So, welcome back. So here we go. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 for the Braves. Carlson out of the pistol. Wiseman going right. Wiseman carrying tacklers down to the 5. He's going to be short. And I'm guessing the Riverboat Gambler is going to go for it here.
You know, I don't know if that's a great. They have Alex Wagner, an all-state soccer player, great kicker. What are you going to do here? You got no wind, maybe the wind blowing a little bit behind you, and quarterback Todd Sheldon. Or I wonder if he's going to call timeout. You still got 20 seconds on it, so you're bringing Jablonski out of the football game, which to me, you're going to bring anybody in. He's not the guy you bring out.
Well, we'll see. Here we go. It'll be 4th down. Well, it's going to be 4th and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So 4th down and 3. And direct snap, Frank over the right side. I don't think he got it. No.
I don't think so either. As Frank, when he hit the hole, Scott, he was standing straight up and down. To me, again, if you're going to do a direct snap it to Wiseman. And ultimately, as he goes for it, and they do not get it. So
no,
what a
huge
play. Huge call for Mandan going for it. And Frank gets shut down as he goes a little too upright getting into that. You know, he was, about a half a yard from it. You lower your shoulder and you try to drive forward. Instead, he stands up straight. The Shanley D, I couldn't see who made the play, but somebody hit him right at just short of the first down marker.
Well, the Deacon defense needed a big play, and they got one there. Reminder, we'll have our Premier Chiropractic intermission report coming up. 2:17 to go here in the opening half, as now the Deacons will have it 1st and 10 from their own 3-yard line. Rosberg hands off. They're going to get some room over that right side. They give it Prikarovich, and he's going to pick up a couple over that right side. On the stop there for Mandan, that was Hunter Corbin making the stop there for Mandan.
And with Leininger also starting on defense at that linebacker spot, Prikarovich, he definitely going to spell him on occasion.
Rosberg, he wants to air it deep, and he throws it, and it's going to be batted away as he was under pressure.
Well, to me, that's almost like a intentional grounding, but
I think it was hit.
I think so too, but I'm not sure where he was going to throw to. Everybody was running a 15 or 20-yard route, and Rosberg was trying to step up. So heads-up play by Rosberg, getting rid of it, getting an incomplete pass, or it would have been a loss on the play.
Give credit to big number 77, Seth Gerhardt, as he was in there. So a big play now for the Mandan defense here on 3rd down and 7 deep in Mandan territory. Rosberg rolling right, still on the move, sets, fires underneath, and caught and out of bounds. That was almost batted away.
That was Mendenwald trying to step in front and knock it away from Hakim, but what a great throw by Rosberg. Threaded the needle, and good two-handed, sure-handed catch by Hakim. Got his feet in bounds, picked up that first down.
So big first down there for Shanley. They'd be 1st down and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Rosberg works out of the shotgun. Back to pass, looking left, throws it across the middle, and it's going to be batted away. Frank on the coverage. The intended receiver there, that was Oshak. No, I stand corrected. That was Chrisman. The intended coverage.
Sorry, he's got on a slant play, and Frank just all over him defensively, did what he should have done, took that right hand as it was a slant inside him, ripped the ball away, knocked it down, almost intercepted it because he hit it, and then the ball kind of popped up in the air.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball spot on the 18-yard line of Mandan. Rosberg throws it across, ball's batted in the air, and it's almost picked off by McCoy Keller. Oh, he got the bat. Diving for it there was Owen Gress.
Yeah, and we talked about Keller and Corbin being 6'4" and 6'3", and that's exactly what happened. Keller got nice push up field, and they were trying to throw a slant throw to one of the inside receiver, and McCoy Keller popped it up in the air. I lost it, but Gress, who was a tackle, almost came down with it.
So big play now here, and what's Troy Madden going to do? And he is going to take a Hubbard International Insurance timeout. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at 355-3100 for your personal business insurance needs. Hubbard International Insurance. We'll keep it right here for this one.
I got an update. Legacy's over St. Mary's, 21-6 at half. Now they just started the 3rd quarter, so Legacy playing a little better than they did last week against Century. in terms of offense, as they got 3 touchdowns. I think Legacy just had 2 touchdowns in the last 2 games.
So we'll see what Troy Mandan elects to do here.
15 throws in this first half by Rosberg, but no touchdown passes to a guy with 18 in the season already. So, a minute 30, and what do they got in terms of timeouts? We said 2 timeouts, or 2 left. So will they be aggressive, or will they choose to say, hey, let's be conservative, punt the football, see if we can hold them before the end of the first half?
Well, here we go. It'll be third.
I'm going to go he's going to be aggressive.
Yep, I'm going to say he's going to be aggressive. 3rd down and 10 for the Deacons. Rosberg back to pass. Pressure coming. He throws it underneath. Caught and dropped. No.
I think he was down, because Frank hit him. It was an underneath screen, Scott, to Luke Hallcraft. And here come flying in is number 7, Try Frank. He hit him. Hallcraft almost stayed up.
Yeah, I didn't think his knee went down, but it did. And now another Hubbard National Insurance timeout. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage. Call Josh Cattell or Michael Borman today at 355-3100 for your personal business insurance needs. 21-7, a minute 16 to go. It's going to be 4th down and 9 to go for the Deacons. What are they going to elect to do here? BNC National Bank, with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with the banking and wealth management services your business and family for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank.
I'm pretty sure they're going to punt it. The idea is, hey, I got a timeout, so it's an incomplete pass, so I'm not stopping the clock. So let's make sure we got tight punt. And I think if I recall, don't they do that kind of short snap to Rosberg? Doesn't he kick it from only 6 or 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage?
There he is right there.
And he's only 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And Rosberg, he's going to hold it, and now he gets it, and boy, that
almost blocked.
That was interesting, and that one's going to be down at the 46-yard line. So
that's just a 27-yard kick, and they're lucky that it went 27 yards on that. So Mandan's got 1 timeout. I guess the Braves are the one who called the timeout. And that was dumb. So they have 1 timeout to go 45 yards, I guess.
Got some hockey guys out there giving us updates. Chuck, you're probably not going to like to hear this one. At the end of 1, Quinnipiac all over the Fighting Hawks 3-0.
Oh, there's time.
Here comes Carlson, works out of the pistol formation. Carlson fakes the handoff. They throw it out in the flat and peel in and out of his hands. And it goes out of bounds, and Carlson took a hit.
Okay, so where is Jablonski, Scott? He's not on the field right now. I'm trying to find where he's
at.
Yeah,
there he is right there. He's at the 50-yard line.
Okay, never mind. Because Peel was the one who was usually lined up in a spot that Jablonski has, and they tried to throw it to him and do that wide receiver screen with Frank. But Peel got so excited the ball went right through his hands.
I think they're trying to hide the young Jabo.
You think that's what it is?
The young Jabo, yep. They're trying to hide him a little bit. Can't hide him. 2nd down and 10 to go. Minute 2 to play in the opening half. Out of the pistols, Carlson. Carlson hands off Wiseman, comes right, cuts back left, and he's going to be swarmed under as he's down to the 43-yard line. Adam Leininger from his linebacker spot to make the stop there. So now it'll be a 3rd down and 8 for the Braves with, as the clock winds, to 44 seconds.
Yeah, you pull that strong side guard, Owen Gress. You got a kick-out block, but the linebacker Leininger read that perfectly.
Well, I think if you're here, you either run it or you try to throw it deep into the end zone. Carlson. Oh, he's going to be swarmed under for the backside. Oh, and there's that little
in the NFL, that would have been a roughing.
That would have been a roughing the passer in the NFL. Cam Allers.
Used his body to kind of jump on him, but didn't even see the backside guy in Allers. That I don't know if the right tackle Steele missed him or what exactly happened, because there was nobody blocking Allers, and good job by the quarterback kind of feeling it and just going right down.
Another Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the field. Call Hubbard National Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. 21-7, 18 seconds to play. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place, We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
So now Mandan in a punt situation. Tristan Ulmer to punt it.
Well, and you got Shanley with 3 punt returns for touchdowns. Crispin's got 2, and Oshak has 1. So who are you going to kick to? I'm going to find the out-of-bounds spot and tell my
angle it, you
punter,
mean?
Tristan Ulmer, kick this thing out of bounds.
And here's a good high kick, and it's going to be short, and that's exactly what he did. But now here comes
How did they just add time? Wasn't there 16 seconds when I looked at it? Now there's 20. What did I miss?
Yeah, I don't know.
At any rate, he kicks it out of bounds, so it's a short punt. But I think that's exactly what Todd Sheldon said is, I don't care, just don't kick it to somebody in a white jersey with red pants. So he got a 21-yard kick, no return, and still 1 timeout for the Deacons. And can they go 70 yards in 20 seconds? Anything's possible.
Anything sure is possible. Here we go on 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line. Back to pass. Throwing it underneath and incomplete as Rosberg tried to find Holcraft across the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. On the coverage was Paxton Olhauser.
And that's one of the things as far as guys backing up some of the backup defensive backs. They had Hudson Sheldon, one of the defensive backs. He broke his collarbone earlier this week as in the JV game over in Fargo, and so he's one of those guys who comes in on occasion. This time it was Paxton Olhauser, the extra defensive back on the field.
Clock stops at 16 seconds. Rosberg back to pass. Looks right, throws right, caught, and trying to get out of bounds, and doing so is Sam Oshak as he gets out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So the clock stops. They move the chains with 10 seconds. So it appears Shanley trying to work their way down the field to try to get one in here. They will have the ball coming out at halftime.
Well, getting close enough to the point where you can get a throw into the end zone.
Exactly.
And especially there's no wind, and I know Rosberg has the conversation from Mandan was he's got Carson Wentz arm strength, and so ultimately what does he got to get to the 50 maybe to get the ball into the end zone? So maybe a quick one more play and then a play in the end zone.
Bunch formation to the right. They throw it, caught, and that's a Kim across the middle and inside Mandan territory. Clock stops. They move the chains spotted at the 43-yard line. 4 seconds as Shanley elects to take another Hub International Insurance timeout on the field. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at 355-3100. for your personal and business insurance needs. Update from Davies, as now Davies has taken the lead. They lead that one 13-7. Not sure what the time is where that one is located, but
so this is what we talked about. You got the ball to the 44-yard line, and now you know you can get it in the end zone. So the question is, are you going to have time to throw? And is Mandan going to sit back in the kind of a prevent defense that they've been running right now to end this first half? And, when you got guys like Hakim, who's 6'5", Connor Kraft, who's 6'8", these guys can get up. So the jump ball is favoring Shanley in terms of that size-wise.
Big thanks to our camera operator, Luke Domries, one of the Domries boys running it. Got the other Landon over in Bismarck. Luke over here helping us out. So here we go on 1st down and 10. Rosberg out of the pistol, back to pass, rolling right. Sets, he throws it down the middle of the field for Hakim. He's got a man out there. Oh, he caught it and dropped it in the end zone.
Hit him right in the hands. Somehow he got behind the defense, Scott. And the Mandan guys in the back are like, who had him? Did you have him? But he got behind the defense. An absolute perfect pass by the quarterback, Rosberg. Hit him in the hands in the breadbasket in the end zone, and he dropped it.
And that is how the first half will end here from the Starion Sports Complex. On the BNC Bank scoreboard as we go to break, it is Mandan 21, Shanley 7. We come back. It'll be our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report, back with more from the Starion Sports Complex after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Hi,
I'm Agent Simon Earth Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both a past with down-home customer service in-house and a future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Welcome back to the Starry Sports Complex, and inside our Premier Chiropractic halftime report, focused on improving the health of Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. That is Premier Chiropractic. Is on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan 21, Shanley 7, and Chuck, right away it looked like it was going to be all Mandan, but then Shanley made some adjustments, and now they made this a 2-score football game.
Yeah, and one of those plays that to me may have changed some momentum a little bit at the end was Mandan going for it, choosing not to try to kick the field goal, going for it on 4th and 5 and not making it at the 3-yard line, and then Shanley coming back, down the other way. And so ultimately to me that changed a little bit of momentum, and Shanley, they score here before the end of the first half, and then they had an opportunity, at the end, should have had 2 scores. And, Mandan is very, very lucky that they're sitting with a 2-touchdown lead instead of a 1-touchdown lead. So Shanley's got to be coming out of that halftime saying, okay, you know what? We've kind of settled things down. We've righted the ship a little bit. We're moving the football on the offensive side. We're playing better defense. and let's get out. Let's do a kind of a statement drive to start this second half and get ourselves back in this football game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You touched on it. They have the ball coming out of the halftime as they won the toss and deferred, and you talk about drives getting big, and that could be a big drive for them. And again, Chuck, we'll see. Could 3 points determine the outcome of this game for Mandan not kicking that field goal there?
It absolutely could. And, Wagner's got enough leg. We know that as an all-state kicker, and he can definitely kick the football. It's just one of those as a coach, you roll the dice, and, you've been running the football. And I guess I thought what was odd is that you run the football, but you give it to Try Frank, a guy who I'm not sure he ran the football all season. And so, you're instead of giving it to your all-stater Lincoln Wiseman, you try to do a little change-up and give it to a guy who doesn't run the football. And it showed on that play that he didn't have the running. He was standing straight up when he hit that hole. And so ultimately, you'll only be second-guessed if they lose. I can tell you right now.
Well, we can tell you tomorrow the 9B playoffs open up across the state of North Dakota. The opening round looks like this. Maple River and Richland will go at it at noon. That'll be at Hope Page. Then Surrey and Mohawk Lansford Sherwood. That will be at Surrey High School. That'll be a 1 o'clock kick. North Star and Larimore. That'll be at North Star. Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, and Hatton Northwood up in Wyndmere. That'll be a 1 o'clock kick. And then Hettinger County and Kidder County will do battle. That'll be in Mott. That'll be a 1 o'clock kick their time. South Border and Hettinger Scranton. That'll be down in Wishick. And then North Border and New Rockford Cheyenne up in Pembina. They will do battle tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburg will take on Tioga. That'll be at West Hope. That'll be a 2 o'clock kick. We can give you another update real quick before we go to break. As Century scored at half, missed the extra point, and so they are all tied at 13 down in Fargo. We are at halftime here. We're on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The Mandan Braves lead 21-7. We come back. Chuck Claremont will have a look at your first half numbers. You're listening to 11-2A football on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
Weston Ryder. It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Well, welcome back to the Starion Sports Complex as some youngsters being recognized, some individuals being recognized down on the field. We're at halftime, 21-7, and welcome back to our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. And for a look at the first half individual and team numbers, here's Chuck Claremont.
All right, first we'll go with the Fargo Shanley Deacons as just 8 rushes on the first half. Adam Leininger led him with 4 carries for 22 yards. He had a 13-yard touchdown run. Isaac Perkarovich, his backup, had 3 carries for 10 yards. Then Michael Rosberg, the quarterback, had 1 carry for a -2. Rosberg was 11 of 20 throwing, 94 yards passing, had 2 interceptions. His favorite target, was Vucheri Hakim. He had 3 catches for 29, and Sam Oshak had 3 catches for 23. Joey Ducard had 1 for 14. Luke Hallcraft, 2 receptions for 7 yards, and Caden Crispin had 1 catch for 2 yards. For the Braves, they were led in rushing by Lincoln Wiseman, 14 carries for 90 yards in that first half, and a 4-yard touchdown run. Max Carlson, 3 carries for -6 yards. He was sacked a couple times in that first half. Wyatt Peel, 4 carries on the season, but had 3 carries in the first half for 16 yards. And Try Frank had 1 carry for 2 yards. That was that 4th down carry where he ended up short of the first down. Carlson, nice job throwing in the first half. He completed his first 5 and had 2 touchdowns, ended the first half 6 of 9 for 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carson Jablonski had 4 catches for 48 yards and a 7-yard touchdown catch, and Tri Frank had 2 catches for 38 yards, including the first touchdown of the night. That was a 16-yarder. For the team statistics, both teams running about the similar amount of plays. 21 rushes, as I mentioned, for Mandan, 102 yards total. The Deacons have 8 carries for 30 yards. 6 completions totaling 86 yards for Mandan. 11 completions totaling 94 yards for the Deacons. They did have 2 interceptions, as we mentioned. So 30 total plays for the Braves in that first half for 188 yards for total offense. The Deacons, 28 plays for 124 yards. So Braves, 2 more plays and 64 more yards. Of course, more importantly, 14 more points. No fumbles in the first half, just 1 punt for each team and 1 penalty, a 15-yarder for each team. 9 first downs for Mandan, 7 for Shanley. The Braves don't have a sack. They do have a tackle for loss of a couple yards. And then the Deacons have 2 sacks, 1 a 5-yard loss. That was by Dylan Carlquist, and another one, a big sack by Cam Ullers. That was late in the first half as he sacked quarterback Carlson, forced a punt. That was an 8-yard loss there. 2 interceptions, both leading to touchdowns for the Braves. The first one was by Devin Church. He stepped in a pass and returned it 30 yards, and it led to a touchdown. And then a big change of events as Shanley was driving, and the cornerback, Rustin Mendenwald, he stepped in front of the intended receiver at the 2-yard line or 4-yard line, and he goes 51 yards back all the way to the 43-yard line of Shanley. And that set up the second touchdown of the night for the Mandan Braves. So pretty evenly matched when you take a look at yardage, I guess, for plays, 30 plays at 28. Mandan's got 180 yards to 124, but it's 21-7 at halftime, as the Braves scored 3 quick ones, Scott, in that first half, in their very first 3 possessions, and then finally the Deacons got on the board.
Yeah, they certainly did, and you know, we talk about, you know, how important, you know, we see it a lot of times, how important that opening possession is for somebody coming out of the second half, particularly in a game like this, down 21-7. And, you know, Chuck, I don't know, do you think maybe Mandan, did they get a little complacent a little bit offensively, did you think, late in that first half? To me, it appeared that they did. You know, talking about a lot of things in a lot of situations where you might look to one of your playmakers in Jablonski not in on the play on that one. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed they got a little complacent maybe.
Well, you know, the thing is that the quarterback wasn't quite as sharp. Had a couple incompletions, one from a timing route, that slant to Jablonski that led where they didn't score, ended up having a punt. And then, of course, Peel dropped a pass, too, where, you know, ended up having to punt late in the game. They had good field position and had a couple drops and one drop and a bad throw ultimately. So just not as crisp as they were those first 3 possessions. I mean, the first possession, they get the football from Mandan to the 30-yard line, man. They just drive it right down the field. 6 plays, 70 yards, ends in a Tri Frank 16-yard touchdown catch. The extra point was good. That was at the 9-minute mark. Then the next possession after after a Devin Church interception, they get the ball at the 28-yard line of Shanley after that big interception and a return. They drive 6 plays again, magic 6 plays, that number, remember that one. That took 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So that was a 28-yard drive. A first down ends in a Carson Jablonski 7-yard touchdown catch. Both of those extra points were good. That's how the first quarter ended. Shanley gets the ball again, another interception. And this time they got the ball at the 43-yard line after a nice return by Rustin Mendenwald. 6 plays again, and they score after 2 minutes and 9 seconds. That's a 43-yard drive. Picked up 3 first downs, and this time it was on the ground to Lincoln Wiseman. So extra points good. It's 21-0. Mandan just, hey, everything's cheering, everything's good. But good job by Shanley kind of righting the ship, as we mentioned. Played a little better defense, had a great drive of their own in their 4th or 3rd possession of that first half. You know, it's interception, and it shows the true test of a quarterback. When they can come back, he comes back, he makes a drive, and ends up getting a couple good, nice completions, and then that drive ends with Adam Leininger 13-yard touchdown run. Leininger, he was kicking. I don't know what happened to the regular kicker.
Well, he's kicking
Mike
off.
Bird. Okay, so Berg must be out. Although I talked to the coach.
Well, he's kicking off, though.
I know. So I don't know why he hasn't been kicking extra points, but whatever the case, hey, he scores and he kicked an extra points. And it was high, man. He was good. It wasn't look like it was something he hadn't done before. And that was 21-7. So, I think we're in for a barn burner the second half.
Yeah, I certainly do, too. Well, you've been listening to our Premier Chiropractic Halftime Report. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Dahmers can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. We'll take a timeout. We come back. The second half coming up right here from the Starring Sports Complex. Mandan leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard 21-7. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Welcome back to the Starring Sports Complex as we await the start of the second half here as Mandan will kick to start the second half. Chuck, you got a couple of updates over there for us, perusing those networks?
Yes, Sabres lead the Saints late in the third quarter, 35-7. So looks like the Sabres are going to kind of punch their ticket with that win, I would say, into the
I would say they would
tournament.
Too.
Final South in this in the 11A. Is South beat Wahpeton 48-13, and we've mentioned the 13 at half of Century and Davies. That's all I got so far, big guy.
Okay, well, here we go as we get set as Peel's going to kick it away, and it's a low squiv kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and here comes the flag. So, yeah, that factor always comes into play when you do something like that near the sideline. It did, so Shanley's going to get some good field position here to start the second half, trailing this one 21-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Also, reminder, after this one, we'll stay tuned for our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom.
I think they're making them re-kick.
Are they?
Yeah, I was surprised at that one. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, no, they're going to re-kick, so you're going to march them back. I don't know if it's just 5 yards.
Also, Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters, order online at shotscrossroads.com. So
normally you're kicking off at the 40, so now you go 5 yards back to the 35. Shanley's saying, hey, we want to return it.
Well, I guess
we don't want the freebie at the 40. As, hey, they've got some pretty good field position, a couple big returns already.
Oshak and Ducart back to receive. Or is that Crispin? I think that's Crispin.
Yep, it's Crispin.
And it's going to be fielded by Crispin at his 20, 25, 30. Breaks the tackle there, cuts back, and eludes one tackle. Still on his feet down the sideline. He breaks free. He's at midfield, and he's out of bounds. Here comes the flag. Yep.
Yeah, and so there you go. Good call by Coach Troy Mattern saying, nope, we want to get a chance to return it. And he should have been tackled at about the 38-yard line.
Exactly.
But somehow he spun out of it, goes up the sidelines, and then I think it was a Mandan Brave. I'm pretty sure it was Tristan Ulmer's the one who grabbed him and then spun him and threw him down at the where is that? At the 43 or 42-yard line. I'm going to say, we're going to give you 15 more on top of that. So holy cow, you talk about a big
what's going to happen here now?
After the play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Kicking team number 46. 15-yard penalty.
46. So it was Leif.
Lieutenant?
Yeah, Latinen, I think it is.
Latinen, okay. So now we're going to spot it all the way down to the 32-yard line. So it worked.
Yeah, absolutely it worked. So good call. Obviously, you got a lot of faith in your kickoff return team.
So the Deacons will have it 1st and 10 from the Mandan 32-yard line. Out of the gun is Michael Rosberg, the senior quarterback. Now he rolls to his right, sets. He's under pressure, eludes it, spins back the other way. He's on his feet. He's running. He finds a man open at the 10 and in and out of his hands, incomplete. At the 10-yard line is good elusiveness back there by Rosberg. But the receiver that far sideline, that was intended for Chrisman.
Yeah, Chrisman, and what a recovery by Wyatt Peel as Chrisman was open, and Peel came back and knocked that away. So a big play there. Should have almost had him sacked. I think it was Gress and Bayham. He reached out with his left hand, and a good job by Isaac Butler stayed with him and blocked him away.
So 2nd down at 10 now. Rosberg, delayed handoff, lining her over the left side, and ball's on the carpet. Mandan appears to have it, and they say they do. Yes, they do, as Leininger puts it on the carpet. Saw it come out. Not sure who got a hand on it. It might have been McCoy Keller wrapped it up, but it came out.
Yeah, I didn't see who got it, Scott, but he had picked up a couple yards to the 30, and then he fumbled the ball forward. I don't know if it got knocked out or had to get her something, but then right there was McCoy Keller with a fumble recovery.
So Mandan comes up with another turnover, and they will have it 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Out of the pistol is Max Carlson. Receiver split left and right. Handoff Wiseman over the left side, and he got a couple out to the 29-yard line. Goes Wiseman. Caden Chrisman on the stop there for the Deacons. So that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, Mandans, they're going to want to establish Lincoln Wiseman again, as he had 90 yards in that first half, and kind of challenging those big guys up front, right? Saying, what do you guys? We got to get something going on with our big hogs up front. See if they can't move some guys.
Out of the pistol again goes Carlson. Again, receivers left and right, slot to the left. They motion. Jablonski comes in the backfield. Wiseman over the right side. He's got a lot of running room. He's got the 1st down and more as Wiseman blows through that hole on the right side behind Gress and Steele. Perkarovich makes a stop out near midfield, spotted at the 41. Move the chains 1st and 10, the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, he just runs so hard. And actually jumped over one tackler who went down to tackle him out the legs, jumped over the top of him, and then just kept that head down, those feet churning. 12 yards, that busts him over the century mark. 16 carries, $104 now for Wiseman.
1st and 10 for Mandan. Ball spot on their own 41-yard line. Slot left, here comes Jablonski in motion. Carlson barks out the signals out of the pistol. Hands off. Wiseman over the left side, and Mayo, they're going to say he got 2 yards. That was generous spot there, I thought.
Hospitalis grabbed him, I think, and pulled him backwards. It was Hospitalis and Mayhews. And, yeah, you're right. They said forward progress, I guess, got him to the 43.
Yeah, it looked real generous, but nonetheless, it is a gain of 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Mandan. They lead 21-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 9:47 left to go here in quarter number 3 from the Starion Sports Complex. Carlson, here comes Jablonski in motion again from right to left. Carlson, they throw a bubble screen to Jablonski. He turns the corner up the near side, and he's run out of bounds in Deacon territory at the 47-yard line.
They love running that when he goes in motion to the left and he kind of just bows backwards. Actually, I think that turns into a run because from our vantage point, he caught that behind the line of scrimmage. And then a great block by Tri Frank again to free up Jablonski for another 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mandan in Deacon territory. They spotted at the 47-yard line. Again, Carlson works out of the pistol. Jablonski split wide to the right side. They hand off Wiseman over the right side. Breaks one tackler. Wiseman still on his feet down to the 40. Perkarovich makes the stop, but that's a big gain there on 1st down for Mandan. It'll bring up a 2nd and short yardage situation. Actually, it'll be 2nd, about 4 to go for the Braves.
Sorry, Scott. I watched Wiseman on film, and those jump cuts, he looks fast. He looks so much more faster in person, doesn't he? I mean, how quick his feet are, those jump cuts.
First time I've seen him play this year, and boy, he's impressed me, that's for sure. So here we go, Mandan on 2nd down and 4 to go from the Deacon 41-yard line. Twins left, Carlson out of the pistol. Wiseman the lone back. Wiseman hands off over the left side. Dragon tacklers. He might be short of the first down. That was Chrisman on the stop there for the Deacons. So
I think he's just
going to be
short.
close. Yeah, they're going to say.
Good. That's a smart spot by the official because it looked to me like his right knee was down, like a couple yards back of where he ended up getting to, and good job by that official on the sideline saying, nope, I got him back about a half a yard.
And the clock continues to wind at 8:20. That's one thing Mandan's going to do to you in this situation. They've got the capability to run the football, and that's exactly what they're doing with a 2-touchdown lead here. And now they're facing a 3rd down and short.
And they don't even have Wiseman in the game. It's 15 in the backfield right now for Mandan.
Carlson.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
False start. They tried to hand the football off to Wyatt Peel, and he got blown up by Cam Allers. But doesn't matter. They're going to go 5 yards back, and you just cannot have a motion penalty or false start penalty when it's 3rd and a half a yard.
Not this time of the year, Chuck, for that matter, not any time of the year. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. As now Mandan faced with a 3rd down and 6 now. And we'll see what they elect to do here as out comes Max Carlson. He sends Frank wide left, Jablonski wide right. Wiseman the lone back behind him. Here's Carlson. Back to Carlson. Oh, they hand it off Wiseman over the left side, and oh boy. The Deacons were not fooled there as Wiseman got it up to the 39-yard line. So now what do you do here? Mayhus makes a stop.
Yeah, Mayhus, Carlquist try to go just off that left tackle behind Gerhardt and Corbin, but they just did not have any movement at all. So you're going to roll the dice here on 4th?
Yep, he sure is. As he's going to roll the dice here on 4th down. And 4 to go from the 41-yard line. 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Carlson out of the pistol. Now they motion Jablonski from right to left. Carlson, they fake it, Jablonski. Oh, they go hitch and go. Frank caught. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mandan. Oh, what a play. As the cornerback on the near side was fooled as they thought they were going to go to Jablonski. They find Frank, and he goes into the end zone.
Yeah, they ran that play so many times, Scott, where Jablonski goes in motion, he bows back, and a hard fake by the quarterback to Jablonski, and Frank sold it as if he was trying to block downfield, and then he just kind of tiptoed upfield, shuffled to his left, and he was wide open as it looked like the cornerback. I couldn't see what number it was, but he had bid on it. And what a smart throw. It was almost underthrown to Frank, but Frank sure-handed caught it.
Did you see a flag come out?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 7, his first of the game.
Oh.
Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
I guess I wasn't watching what he did.
Okay. Nonetheless, Mandan
41 yards
on a 4th down and 4 to go, puts another one on the board. Here's Alex Wagner on snap, hold down, kick is up, it appears good, and the kick is good. 6:47 to go, 3rd quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 28, Fargo Shanley 7. Back with more from the Starion Sports Complex after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you need wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Carlson to Frank. Gives Mandan back that 3-touchdown lead at 28-7. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They've been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. to schedule a move or to find a quote, Roger Ward, moving in storage.
Well, you roll the dice, right? You don't kick the field goal on this one, but you come, and so you're questioning the coach, but then you come back here, and he's saying he's got all kinds of confidence in his offense, and what does he do? A 41-yard touchdown.
And here comes the ensuing kick, field at 35-40, angled to the sideline, 45-50, and into Mandan territory, run out of bounds at the 40-yard line goes Oshak. So, again, good starting field position for the Deacons as they will have it inside Mandan territory. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Yeah, they have started in Mandan's territory 4 of their 7 possessions tonight.
BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank.
In that quarterfinal last year, Shanley had 4 turnovers, but somehow they were able to, get rid of the turnover bug and win 35-20. 3 turnovers turned into touchdowns tonight.
Rosberg throws it underneath to Crispin. He catches it at the 38-yard line, and he's going to be brought down there.
It's probably up-tempo now, I got a feeling, huh?
Yep, quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here come the Deacons as they got to go now with clock winds, 6:23 to play here, third quarter. Rosberg looks short again underneath, and it's going to be caught and falling forward for a first down. That is Connor Kraft, and they'll move the change, and quickly to the line of scrimmage comes Shanley. Now we'll see how Mandan's defense reacts to this as Rosberg gets them ready to go right away. Twins right, twins left. Rosberg back to pass. He's under pressure. Throws it, ball's batted in the air and knocked down by McCoy Keller. And he was getting pressure from the backside was Rosberg, so to bring up 2nd and 10 for Shanley.
Well, one thing you're taught from a defensive line standpoint, Scott, is when you push up field and you get stopped, what you do is you look at the eyes of the quarterback and you time that jump. You see it in the NFL time and time again, and McCoy's done it twice now tonight where he's batted a ball down.
What do you use the term? The long arms of the law? Is that what you
yeah, exactly.
So here's a 2nd down and 10 now for the Deacons. 5:57 to go. Third quarter. Rosberg hitch and go. Looks this side. He's got Hakim, and wow, what a great tackle there. That was Tri Frank coming up to make that stop, and that's going to be no gain as Hakim is stood up.
You got it set up perfectly. You got 3 guys out there to block 1 guy. And they all looked at each other like, you got 7? You got 7? And he ran right by him and made the big tackle on Hakim.
And Hakim got up and said, are you going to block 7?
Did you see him? He's had like 12 tackles tonight.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Deacons. Ball spotted right hash. Twins to the short side, twins to the high side of the field. Rosberg barks out. They throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught. Leininger eludes one tackler, but he can't elude the other one, and he gets it down to the 30. A gain of a yard, so it will bring up 4th down and 8 from the Mandan 30-yard line.
And Frank again, Scott, didn't get the tackle, but he blew the play up. He was supposed to be blocked by Crispin on a little wide receiver screen. He came up and he just lit up Crispin, pushed him in the backfield, and forced a tougher run.
So here we go. The Mandan Braves defense. Can they hold here on 4th down? Rosberg back to pass. Pumps it, goes. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be caught into the end zone. Touchdown. He got behind the defense. Caden Chrisman on 4th and long, and Shanley answers the Mandan touchdown.
Boy, you talk about a throw, threading the needle and throwing it on a line as just a great head and shoulder pump fake, as you call it, Scott. Mandan bit. Crispin got behind him, and then he threw a strike to Crispin about the 5-yard line, and what a catch he made as he reached out, caught on the fingertips. 30-yard touchdown reception for Caden Crispin.
His 2nd touchdown of the season, and lining her on. Snap, hold, kick is up, line drive kick is good. 4:37 to go, quarter number 3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 28, Shanley 14. Back with the touchdown kickoff after this timeout right here on the PSP Network.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Well, Crispin gets his second touchdown on the season, and it's a 2-score game now as low squiv kick, and that one appears to be going, and he's got a fall on it. Wow.
Yeah. What talk about a great kick. It was going out of bounds, then all of a sudden it took a right turn and just settled. Smart play by Jablonski, stepping up, Scott, and picking it up, or that could have been a fumble recovery.
Oh, that was close there. Jablonski thought it was going to go out of bounds. But it didn't. But not, like you said, Chuck, what a great kick there by Matt Berg.
Oh, so Berg kicked that one now?
Yeah, Berg kicked it off. Leininger's not kicking off.
I get it.
Berg's kicking. So here come the Mandan Braves on 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line as Carlson works out of the pistol. Carlson hands off Wiseman. Wiseman breaking tackles up the middle across the 20 down to the 22-yard line. Leininger wrapped him up. Also in there was Landon Meyer as well for Shanley. So a good gain on first down for the Mandan Braves. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Is open Monday through Friday 8:30 to 7. Saturday 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Minor will have our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game coming up. Also our Sport Clips player of the game coming up at the conclusion of this one on 2nd down and 4 for the Braves. Wiseman over the right side, and he finds room up the middle there and falls forward for the first down as he's across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Luke Holcraft makes the stop. So Mandan, that's one thing Mandan's able to do, Chuck, with a horse like that. Keep it on the ground, let the clock wind.
And that's what you want to do is establish that run. They already have, obviously, but stick with it. And what a great run-pass balance. You know, they only thrown 10 passes today, but 3 of them went for touchdowns, and it's because Wiseman has 128 yards on 22 carries that you're really – look, they got 8 guys in the box.
First down and 10 now. Again, out of the gun is Carlson, or out of the pistol. Ooh, Wiseman's got room left, cuts back inside. He's crossed the 35 to the 40. What a quick move back to his left side for Wiseman, and he's across the 40 to the 41-yard line, and a big gain there. Another first down at the 41.
Well, as we said, stack the box, 8 guys. The strong side was to the short side, and Wiseman, he read it. He took one step behind the guard and cut back against the grain, and, man, he had all kinds of opening that could have been ugly. As it was 14-yard pickup and another first down.
So first down and 10 now. Clock winds at 2:47 to play, third quarter. Carlson out of the pistol. Receivers left and right. Peel slot left. Wiseman has it going right. Wiseman, and he's going to be violently ripped down there. Perkarovich on the stop there for Shanley.
He tried to bounce it outside, but Perkarovich, sure-handed, grabbed him along the knees, pulled him down. Hey, Scott, I got to give a shout-out to one of my favorite employees ever listening at home here in Mandan, Serena Schmidt with her family. So, hey, Serena, she's a big Mandan Braves fan, so it's not the kid's a little too cold for the kids tonight, so the family's listening to the PSP Network at home.
Well, there you go. Glad to have you aboard, Serena and family, as here we go. Mandan on 2nd down and 7. Carlson. They give it to Peel over the right side, and he had room on it. The seas parted on that right side, and Peel found it. He's going to be short of the first down as he had to get to the Deacon 49, so it'll be 3rd down.
I'm laughing at him because it was such a different running style than Wiseman, obviously, right? He got the football, and he already had the forward lean.
I was just going to say.
He had a max 5-yard run in that one, Scott, where he was the level that he was at in terms of above the line or above the field.
So here we go. 3rd down and 3 now for Mandan. They lead 28-14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Peel flops to the right side to the left side. Wiseman over the right side, and he finds a hole. He's across midfield into Deacon territory. That's going to be another Mandan Braves first down.
You love running backs like that if you're a lineman because you know, hey, I just got to keep pushing my guy forward somehow. He's going to find the holes. And he ducked on. He started to his left and then ducked back behind the lineman, Brady Bain, and picked up another first down.
So it'll be a first down. This time, Mandan inside Deacon territory. They spotted at the 48-yard line. They lead Mandan 28-14. Both teams with a touchdown here in this 3rd quarter. Jablonski comes near side left. Receiver split to the short side. Wiseman coming left, trying to get to the edge. Gets a block, turns the corner, and he's going to be tripped up at the 40 as Jablonski couldn't hold the block quite long enough and making the stop there. That was Joey Dukart.
Well, Jablonski's saying, hey, man, I blocked him out. You got to read my hips. You got to run it inside. I got him blocked to the outside. You got to read that. But what a good play by Dukart, right? I mean, that's he gets that block. You got at least another 10+, so another cutback run by Wiseman.
Under 5 minutes left to play. Oh, the clock's going to wind down, and that's going to take us into the 4th and final quarter here as the clock hits 000, and we've got 12 minutes to play in a good one here from the Star Sports Complex. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, 3 quarters in the book. It's Mandan 28, Shanley 14. Back for the 4th and final quarter after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Well, 12 minutes to play here from the Star Sports Complex. Here's Mandan faced with a 2nd down and 1 from the Shanley 39-yard line. Carlson, they motion Jablonski. They fake. Oh, they give it to Wiseman, and I think he's got enough for the first down over that left side.
That's, I mean, good play there by Damon Hospitalis as he hit him in the backfield, but Wiseman's momentum kind of, he turned, went backwards just enough to pick up that first down.
And
27 carries, 159 yards now for Lincoln Wiseman, the All-Stater.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As a factory-authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Here's Mandan on a 1st down and 10. As Carlson keeps it, and he turns upfield, and he's across the 35. Nope, I'm going to say he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Interesting play there. Remember that one. They faked the handoff to Wiseman. The quarterback rolls out to the right. Then he's got Carson Jablonski from the pitch because Jablonski had gone in motion. So that kind of sets up some things later going, okay, maybe the next
what
time
else are you going to do out of that?
Exactly.
So they're going to give him gain of 3, so to bring up a 2nd down and 7, 10:45 to go in the ball game, 28-14. Mandan leads. Carlson's twin receivers to his right. Out of the pistol works Max Carlson. Wiseman behind him. Snap. Here's Wiseman. Stops. Now he gets ahead of steam and goes forward, and he's going to be down to the 34-yard line.
Stop making number 72.
Aiden Melander makes a stop there for.
And a great play by Cam Allers as he came up and he actually disrupted the play in the backfield. Caused Wiseman to cut back inside.
42-13, Legacy over St. Mary's.
Final score.
Here we go on 3rd down and 7 for Mandan. Carlson again out of the pistol. Carlson back to pass. Steps up. He throws it down the seam, and it's overthrown the intended receiver in double coverage. That was Jablonski.
If he would have waited about a half a second longer and then put a little air under that one, I think Jablonski would have ran by the free safety, but he tried to throw a dime in there and over the head of Jablonski. He almost laid him out. I tell you, that's one of those you put your arm up and get stuck right in the ribs. And
then Todd Sheldon's going to go for it here on 4th down.
Of course.
Yep. It will be 4th down and 7 for Mandan from the 34-yard line of the Deacons. 9:43 left to play here. And now we're going to get a Hubbard International Insurance timeout on the field. Hubbard International Insurance located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. 9:43 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 28, Shanley 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Well, a big 4th down here for Mandan. Reminder, we'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game is sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. 4th and 7 for the Braves. Carlson out of the shotgun. Twin receivers right, single receiver left. Carlson back to pass. Looking, steps up, throws it underneath, and it's going to be incomplete as Frank can't hang on as he went right to the first down marker, sat there, and the throw was low, and Frank could not hold on, so Mandan turns it over on downs.
It would have been a good catch. The ball was underthrown just a little bit. I think he was trying to throw it low in front of the defender, but too low, and Frank just could not get both hands underneath it, so still a ray of hope here for the Deacons. I mean, 2 touchdowns in 9 minutes. They got all kinds of time.
So the Deacons take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. They trail 28-14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 9:38 left to play. Back to pass. Rosberg, he steps up. He's going to keep it. He's under pressure, angling towards the sidelines, and he gets out of bounds as good downfield coverage there by the Braves, and he's run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Frank's going to come out. He's got a little cramp going on, so he'll be out of play, but good heads-up play by the quarterback as nobody was open, so he showed his athletic ability, got to the outside.
Spot him out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 5 to go for the Deacons. Rosberg out of the gun. Snap. Quick throw underneath, caught at the 45 and up to the 46-yard line on the reception there. Joey Ducart. That'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll move the chains and clock stops as they do so, and quickly to the line of scrimmage will be the Deacons.
A lot of those short stop plays as they got 4 guys, lined up. Usually it's spread formation. You got twins right, twins left, and Mandan's given room on both sides.
Rosberg claps his hands. Now this time they hand off Leininger. Oh, and he spins off a tackle for a gain of a couple, and I didn't see who got in there.
I didn't see it either, but big stop on 2nd down. And as I mentioned that, to me, I take a look at Shanley. They've got guys for those quick hitters, potential bubble screens, because Mandan's playing is well back. But the one thing that Mandan is quick between Mendenwald and Jablonski. They're quick to make up that 8-yard gap.
They motion. Dukart back to pass. Rosberg looking right. Pressure from the backside, and he's going to be wrapped up. There's big McCoy Keller. How about the have a night, young man, as McCoy Keller gets a sack. And that was great coverage again, Chuck, downfield by Mandan.
Yeah, he was looking for that kind of out and up on the right side, nothing there. He had a backside post, nothing there. And then McCoy Keller, that rip move on the backside, just stayed with it, came up behind and wrapped up Michael Rosberg for the first sack of the night.
Well, Chuck, interception down in Fargo. Century has it 1st and goal, trailing 19-13. Here's Rosberg on 3rd and 11. Rosberg back to pass. They set up the screen, lobs it to Leidinger over his head, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 11 for the Deacons with 7:52 to play in the ball game.
But guess who was right there?
McCoy Keller.
McCoy Keller was right there. If Leidinger would have caught it, he read it all the way, peeled back off that weak block attempt by the left tackle.
Here comes the Mandan faithful. The Braves tell him, get up, make some noise. 4th down and 11. 7:52 to play. Rosberg sends Twins left and Twins right. Lone back. That's Leidinger alongside of him. Rosberg back to pass. Looking right, throws right, caught. Hakim, and depends upon the spot. It's going to be close. Oh, boy.
They had to get 11, Scott.
I'm sorry. Never mind. Yeah, I'm sorry.
They threw a short stopper out to Hakim, and we just talked about how quick Mendenwald and Jablonski were. In Mendenwald, he immediately went to the legs of Hakim and brought him down.
Hey, Scott, there's 2 of those markers on the first. Okay, there's one on this side. There's a close one on the far one. You got to get beyond the far one, all right?
Sorry, I didn't
No, I appreciate that. No, I need the help, all the help I can get. I appreciate that.
Run the football, Mandan, right? If you're a Mandan Brave.
Yep, and they're going to do just that. Wiseman breaks off a tackle, 40, bounces off another one, 35-30. It's a foot race, 25-20, and he's brought down all the way near the 15-yard line as Wiseman says, jump on, fellas. Let's go for a ride.
Well, Wiseman showing why he's one of the best backs in the state of North Dakota. As big hole on the left side over Gerhardt and Corbin again. He cuts back against the right side to the right, shows his speed again. Finally brought down from behind, but big pickup to the 18-yard line of another 29-yard play. 189 yards now.
Century just punches one in on 4th and goal to start quarter number 4. We're tied at 19 down in Fargo. 28-14 here, 7:09 to go. Mandan with the lead. Carlson, hands off. Here comes Wiseman to right, breaks one tackle, bounces off another one, and he's going to be stood up for no gain.
Perkarovich was the one in the backfield, forced him to cut back into the middle, right into Leininger.
And we keep giving you updates on that one, as that game down there means a lot for the Century Patriots for their potential postseason hopes.
We talked about that in the QRF, as Century is 9 right now, but the St. Mary's just lost, so the Patriots get a win. That's going to flip-flop, I would imagine.
Extra point was good, so Century with a 2019 lead. Big thanks to
how much time?
Mr. Nisley. Started the 4th quarter.
Okay.
Helping us out. Here's Mandan on a 2nd down and 10. They figured to Wiseman. Carlson keeps it. I don't know if somebody went the wrong way there.
Wiseman's looking over. Did I go the wrong way? I went right. Was I supposed to go left? And heads up play by Carlson. He just kind of went down, got in the line of scrimmage, but the clock's still running.
Yep.
And 3 timeouts for the Deacons, so they got to get a stop here.
So it will bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Mandan Braves. Clock winds to 5:45. Carlson letting the play clock drip to 4. They hand off. Wiseman coming right and bowls his way down to spotted just shy of the 15-yard line. So now Todd Sheldon's going to bring on the field goal team, it appears.
Wiseman kind of limping off right on that one, Scott.
Yep. Well, he got dinged earlier. Miner will have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame report coming up. As on to attempt is Wagner. What, a 32-yarder? 33-yarder?
Yep, 33.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and does it have enough? It appears it does. And
hit the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar and fell short. So the Deacons will take over, but they've got to go to work quick with 4:49 to go in this one.
So where do they mark that? At the 25? Yep. So 4:49, got to get a couple touchdowns. Be a up-tempo offense, obviously. So buckle up here for the last 4:49 because this will be
an aerial attack.
It will.
As here comes the Deacon offense. They have it. They trail by 2 touchdowns deep in their own territory. Rosberg back to pass. Rosberg throws across the middle. He's got Hakim caught and drugged down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Mendenwald sure-handed.
Mendenwald
was right there, pulled him down.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage comes the Deacons. Rosberg back to pass. Looking down the near side. It's underthrown, and Kraft comes back and catches it. And he's out of bounds at the Mandan 34-yard line.
Mendenwald was kind of face guarding him, and good job of Kraft not selling that right until the ball got to him.
That's right.
Then he jumped up and made the big catch.
So now, quickly, the Deacons in Mandan territory. Clock winds, 4:20 to play. Rosberg back to pass. Looks right, steps up, throws underneath. Hakim caught at the 23-yard line and brought down there. It'll be a first down.
It's back to back against Mendenwald.
Yep, Mendenwald on the coverage there. Another first down. So just like that, Shanley is on the move. Rosberg back to pass. He looks, he throws underneath, caught and driven back at the 25-yard line. On the catch there was Chrisman. Wyatt Peel on the stop.
Tried to hit a quick hitter this time on the backside of Chrisman, but boy, Peel, just what a great game he's played defensively tonight.
Here's Rosberg now on second down. No, second down and 10. Rosberg throws it underneath, and it's going to be caught, and is Oshak, and he's going to be brought down at the 13-yard line. Another first down, move the chains.
Jeez. 4 first downs of 5 plays as Mandan just getting sliced and diced right now.
Yes, they are. So it'll be first down and 10 as they are inside the red zone, the Serve Pro red zone, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. Don't go away. 3.5 to go in this one. Mandan 28, Shanley 14. Back with more at the Starring Sports Complex after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
So here we go on first down and 10 for the Deacons. Inside Mandan territory in the Serve Pro red zone, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Rosberg sends trips to his right, single receiver. That's Kraft. Short side. Rosberg rolling right, still on the move. Rosberg sets, throws end zone, cut, touchdown, Oshak, and tack on 6 more for the Deacons.
Oshak did a great job driving the cornerback backwards, and finally when the cornerback turned running with him, he cut it to the outside, and the quarterback read that all the way. So a 12-yard touchdown throw to Oshak.
Well, how about this? On 4th and 2, Davies goes for it, a 55-yard reverse for a touchdown, 2-point conversion good, and it's now 27-20. Davies leading Century. Lining around for the extra point. It's a big one. Snap. Hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:23 to go in this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Mandan 28, Shanley 21. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Wondering Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
Well, Oshak with a touchdown catch from his quarterback, Michael Rosberg, and Shanley has cut this to a 7-point lead at 28-21, and we officially have a shootout.
What? That's Scott. That one's 75 yards in a minute 25. It's like you're a 7-on-7 drill right there. He completed six of 7 throws, or 6 of 6 throws on that drive for 75 yards.
And they're up for attempting. Yeah, here comes the onside kick. And boy, oh boy.
Boy,
did that go?
I don't know if it did or not. It looked like they waited, and then I don't see which Mandan. One of the Mandan guys must have fell, and I wish I would have got his number because that was a pretty good play. One guy blocked the guy from Shanley. The ball rolled by him, and then Brave fell on it. So 3 timeouts for the Deacons.
Yep, as they have 3 timeouts left. Mandan leads 28-21. They're going to have pretty good field position here, as they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Deacons stack the box.
No, he's on the sideline right here.
As Carlson they motion Jablonski. They give it Jablonski going to the far side, turns the corner, goes upfield. Look out, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Ooh, he got a
He looked back and waved, Scott.
Yes, he looked back and waved, and he got brought down. And hang on a second. There's laundry back here.
I think it's a block in the back on the outside.
Yep, I believe
by
you're
Peel
correct.
Potentially, as he had reached out to push a guy in the back. And I don't know if Jablonski saw that or what, but Jablonski, a little showboat, and Scott at the 15. I don't think he thought that guy was going to catch him. I knew who it was. They're going to call holding on the outside on Mendenwall.
That's Mendenwall, yep.
So it'll be 10 yards from the – so what a big reverse that we hadn't seen all night.
So a revolting development there as Mandan goes from 1st and goal to go, and now they've got it 1st down and 15.
Yeah, because it was a spot foul, so 10 yards back from where it happened at the 45.
Carlson out of the gun, receiver split left and right. Steps up, now here comes Jablonski in motion. They fake it to him, they give it to Wiseman over the left side.
Yeah, I tried to fake it to Jablonski going right and then hand it off to Wiseman. He fell down. Probably be some timeouts now.
Yep, Hub International Insurance timeout on the floor. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cotello, Michael Borman at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. Hub International Insurance. 28-21, Mandan leads, 2:49 to go. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
So, what are the Mandan Braves going to elect to do here? Tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years as the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza and wings and the 30-inch galactic pizzas that are out of this world. Call and order now, 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world. Here come the Braves on 2nd down and 14. Carlson out of the shotgun. Now they motion. Jablonski. They give it Jablonski, and they come up. Oh, and a big defensive play there by the Deacons. Perkarovich saw it coming.
He read it all the way, Scott.
And Jablonski gets up limping.
Yeah, he's going to come off. What a play by, as you mentioned, Perkarovich, the linebacker. He read that all the way. he stepped in front of him, didn't get blocked, and just blew up Jablonski.
And Shanley takes another timeout. So, boy, things have turned to the white and red here late in quarter number 4 as Jablonski on the reverse appears to have tweaked an ankle, and he comes out of the ball game.
And when he's out, the decoy effect is so big for him. Obviously now it's a different ball game, but what a huge play by the linebacker Perkarovich is Mandan doing a lot of different things. They're trying different types of motions and reverses and fake reverses and different pieces, and that one did not work. Let's just say because of a great individual effort by the junior linebacker Isaac Perkarovich.
So Mandan talks things over as they're going to be faced with a 3rd down and 20 as they've got to get it down to the Deacon 41-yard line in order to pick up a 1st down. And Shanley's defense coming up big here late in this contest as Mendenwall comes in and replaces Jablonski. And now Mandan in a pass situation. Carlson works out of the shotgun. Now they motion Peel from right to left. Carlson back to pass. Carlson throws it down the far side. He's got a man out there, and is it caught? Oh, Mendenwall with the catch inside Deacon territory, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. What a play by Rustin Mendenwall.
Sorry on the play, but what a throw. I had watched that earlier, Scott, where they had Mendenwall open on the sideline. The quarterback chose to not throw it. It was that 4th down where they threw it to Frank, and Frank didn't catch it. And what a great throw to the outside shoulder. And Mendenwald made an unbelievable play to pull it in and keep his feet in bounds.
So 1st and 10 for the Braves from the Deacon 29-yard line. Now they give it to Peel. He goes straight ahead and falls forward down close to the 25-yard line.
8 of 13, 159 for Max Carlson, and just a big play there by the quarterback. That last play, Scott, went 32 yards. We don't talk enough about the quarterback Carlson.
No.
He's just steady, right? Making great decisions, giving his guys opportunities to go get the football. No interceptions, 3 touchdowns tonight. Smart with the play, choosing on that run pass option stuff. Is he going to keep it? Is he going to pass it? Going to hand it off?
So 2nd down and 8 to go for the Braves. They hand off. Wiseman, he goes over the right side.
See if they're going to say the ball was down. They're going to call. What are they going to call? The officials are getting together. What are they saying, Scott?
I don't know.
Meeny, miny, mo. What are we going to call? Let's get together. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it happen inside the pile.
They've marked it back where the ball was recovered in the fumble.
Oh, boy.
The one official from the outside, the linesman, he said it's down.
The ruling on the field is the runner was down before the ball came loose. It's 3rd down. Timeout. Shanley, their 3rd and final. Charge them out of the half.
I have to say, Scott, that official, he was pretty adamant. He's the one who came in right away and said he was down. We couldn't see it from our vantage point at all, and I'm going to guess at some point tonight people are going to watch on the PSP Network. Matter of fact, thank you for everybody that's watching, because I think we broke a record tonight in terms of views.
Yeah, certainly. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Reminder, we will have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads, post-game report coming up. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight, Sport Clips MVP. Well, stay tuned as you'll hear it in the planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report. So, almost another revolting development in this one. And now we've got a 3rd down and 9 for the Braves.
So that's the last time out, too, by the way.
Yep.
You mentioned that, Scott, with 146.
Yep.
So
with 146 to play in the contest. So Carlson works out of the pistol formation. Receiver split left and right. Shanley crowds the line, give it to Wiseman, try to get it, cuts it back inside. Wiseman falls forward across the 20, and he's going to have a Mandan Brave first down. What a strong run there by Lincoln Wiseman, and that right there, folks, should about do it for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, almost got him in the backfield, and he showed his strength, pulls out of that arm tackle, jump cuts, leans forward, picks up a big first down, 7 yards. That gets him to 200 yards on the button, big fella.
There it is. And so now with 1:22 to play.
You can almost take a knee, can't you?
Yep, they sure can. As
aren't you underneath center, right?
Well, you think you would want to be.
Maybe you don't do it very often. It looks like they're just going to, right? Guess you don't snap it underneath center very often, so you don't do it. Okay, here we go.
There we go. Hey, you want to? We might want to give that a little test before you head down there, just to make sure that we got the right one.
How we doing, buddy? We got her, big fella.
Let's see here. I don't know where we're at here.
Right here. Is it this one? I think we got her on.
Oh, I got everything on here, Chuck. I don't know what. You got that on? And there's another knee right there as the clock will wind down.
What this one? Is this on?
All right, let's see. Why don't you give it another?
Test. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Try it again.
Test 1, 2, 3.
There you are. Where were you now?
I don't know. Which one you got me on? I'm good. Can you hear me?
Let's see here.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Me?
Yep.
You got me?
Yep, I think so. And that one, obviously, sorry about that. We had to make sure that we had new equipment we're working with here, folks. So Chuck and I just had to get things straightened out. But that one's going to do it. The Mandan Braves are going to hang on here. They're going to win this one 28-21, as that's going to roll us into our Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame report. Back with that after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Welcome back to our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game report, as Mandan has won this one 28-21 here tonight. And what a football game it was tonight. as the Mandan Braves will move their record to 7-1. Shanley will fall to 6-2. And I'm guessing that somewhere along the line, these two teams could meet again in the postseason.
Just checking big guy to make sure we're working. All right, I love it.
Yeah, we got it. Yep,
we're a couple boys coming pretty soon here.
All right, that sounds good, big fella. As Chuck waits to talk to head coach Todd Sheldon and a player or two, but the Mandan Braves flexed their muscle tonight, and boy, I tell you what, it was a tight tight fourth quarter for them, but they were able to hang on 28-21, and again, that should really secure a home field playoff game for them, or home field advantage throughout those postseason playoffs tonight with that win over Fargo Shanley. As in that QRF ranking, Shanley was ahead of them with a QRF rating of 105. Mandan had 95.7, so now what that's going to do is that is going to vault Mandan over Shanley. West Fargo Cheyenne don't have an update from that one, but assuming they win, they will stay in the number 1 slot. Mandan should move to the 2, Shanley move to the 3, and then you got Davies, who is leading Century. Davies should stay in the 4. So obviously those top 4 will stay will stay at home throughout the playoffs. And then Minot was at 5, Legacy 6, West Fargo, and St. Mary's. Now, St. Mary's lost tonight. Century was, at last report, was losing, and those two teams, St. Mary was 8, Century was 9, but we'll see. It's just going to be a matter of, does the Century loss weigh more than the St. Mary's loss? I don't know, but we'll find out as that's how we're basing our 8 playoff teams this year, based on that QRF ranking. The records, while they mean nothing, who you play, it means nothing. East, West, it means nothing this year with 1 week to go, as Chuck Claremont again awaits a couple of players, as he will get some post-game interviews, potentially with head coach Todd Sheldon. And while he is doing that, we will try to effort some final scores and see what results we do have. We do know that the Legacy game is a final score. And right now, I think Chuck has down on the field he's got Lincoln Wiseman there, and I think he's going to try to get head coach Todd Sheldon. And right now, let's go down on the field, and Chuck Claremont with a victorious head coach, Todd Sheldon. Chuck, take it away.
All right, thanks, Scott. Hey, what a big win for this Mandan football program. I mean, you guys came out 21-0, looked like you were going to run away with it, and all of a sudden Shanley came back and made it a game.
We made some really big defensive plays the first 3 possessions that Shanley had the ball, and those swing the momentum of the game in our favor in a big way, and those interceptions, creating fumbles. I said before the game, it's going to be our first really chilly game. The winner of this game is the one who controls the ball.
Yeah, and you made some big plays in terms of you ran the ball 200 yards, and I thought establishing the ground game was a key. And obviously when you got a guy like Lincoln Wiseman, but talk about your linemen and what they did today.
We've been harping on those guys all week about how important it is to set a tone, be physical, be assignment sharp, and then get after it technique-wise. We've been really impressed with what Hunter's done in the last few weeks. He's really stepped up his game. Gress and Bame have been so incredibly solid, and Garrett's coming off a little bit of an injury, so we weren't sure who he was going to be at. He played great, and Caden Steele playing both ways, a ton at inside linebacker, making plays on both sides of the ball. Those 5 guys are instrumental.
And then the big 4th down game call. One, you didn't make it with try, but then you come back and do a big 4th down here, and you score on it. And so, for you, Coach, a lot of risk.
Yeah, the risk reward's got to be pretty big. So if you're going to run that 4th down play that we ran down here, it better be a touchdown. Making those calls is tough sometimes, but we probably should have kicked a field goal down here and taken some points and gone away happy. But I'll second guess myself all day.
And we'll see where things end up with a win tonight. Doesn't guarantee you with a home field advantage, but surely put you in a good position.
Yeah, we've said our goal is to play a home playoff game, get ourselves a home playoff game. we felt like, hey, we got second in the West last year, and we still got a road playoff game. So let's we want to make sure we get ourselves an opportunity to play back at here at Starion.
Good win, Coach. Congratulations. Enjoy tonight.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Try. Step in here first, buddy. Tremendous job tonight for you. I mean, 2 big touchdowns offensively. You started out with a touchdown. Talk me through that touchdown. It was man-to-man on the backside.
The first one?
Yeah.
Yep, man on man, realized it, and we scored. So every time we see it, that's how I score.
Are you giving him a little sign? Are you doing something? Or is he looking at you and you know it's coming to you?
Yeah, sometimes that. Sometimes we come out and just look at each other. We know what's going on. So.
With enough. And so, to me, offensively, you had a huge game. And not only that, but you were blocking. You had a lot of blocks on the outside, too. But to me, I thought you were a difference maker on the defensive side of the football. And, for you, going against a team like Shanley, it had to be a big challenge for you tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like you said, big difference on defense. That was kind of my focus this game. I know they score a lot, and I know my main focus is to come out and make sure they didn't score. So,
a couple plays, one play in particular, I was thinking it was a big play on this side. It was a little short, kind of outside screen. At 3 guys outside to block you. You knife in between all 3 of them and get the tackle. For you, reading the plays, it seems to me like defensively you really got a knack for the ball.
No, yeah, for sure. I feel like that's, I'm not the fastest guy I ever went out, but I feel like my IQ definitely carries me a lot on the field for sure.
And for you, Mandan, 7-1 now. You're not guaranteed a home field, but obviously you got yourself in a great position. Yep. Sets up a game next week with West Fargo Cheyenne.
Yeah, for sure. 1-2 going at it, and we'll see.
I guess we don't know if they beat Bismarck High tonight, but they probably did.
Yeah, probably.
So for you guys, it's not about where you finish the regular season, but tremendous effort tonight, and congratulations, and good luck next week, and more importantly, good luck in the playoffs.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, Lincoln, step in here, buddy. You're going to have to get a bath tonight. I got a feeling, a little ice bath, because you had like 34 carries. I think you had 200 yards on the nose and that last run. But talk me through what this offensive line means to you, because you don't need a big gap, but you had a lot of big gaps today.
Yep, of course. Our O-line is giving me more room than I need in the first place, and that really helps me be able to open up my game and break loose and get those easy 5 to 10 yard carries as well. Just pounding it right behind them. They're gonna get a push. They're always gonna get the first push. So it's just nice having that trust there with them.
And not just your offensive lineman, but another guy that's kind of an unsung hero to me is Wyatt Peel, your fullback. Yep. Time and time again, he's one of those guys breaking some holes for you.
Yep, of course. That's like one of the positions that's hardest to learn on our team is fullback. There's so many different spots they have to align in, so many different calls they have. So having him out there who's a big talent and can play those positions is something that is really valuable for us.
How hard is it for you? I know as a linebacker playing early, you like that, you like to be where the ball's at, to have to sit out and not play defense.
Yeah, it's tough because I really want to be on the field at all times, but we have guys who can step up and play the position that the playbacker for me, and that's all I can ask for. I got lucked out with this wrist, so I'm not trying to make it any worse. Just take it as a blessing.
Yeah, and for this point for you guys, you end at this point with a victory. You're 7-1. You move to 7-1. Big matchup next week with West Fargo Cheyenne, but that's not going to be the end game no matter what happens with that game.
Yep, no, that's for sure not the last game we're going to be in. That's battling 1 and 2 seed right there. It's a big game. We're going to carry this momentum over to the next week and try to take care of them at their own home.
Great run. Get some rest. Get some ice.
Thank you. I will.
All right, Scott, back to you. It's a little chilly down here, big fella. Get the heat on in there.
Great job, Chuck Claremont, guarding those interviews down there with very happy Lincoln Wiseman, Tri Frank, and Todd Sheldon as the Mandan Braves win this one 28-21. They move the record to 7-1. Shanley, tough defeat as they drop to 6-2 coming out on the road against the Mandan Braves. Our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Serve Pro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both a past with down-home customer service in-house and a future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to Starting Sports Complex. This one's gone final 28-21 as Mandan High wins this one over the Deacons from Fargo Shanley. Century trailing in Fargo 35-20 late in the fourth quarter there as we try to effort more scores. But for a look at the final individual and team numbers, here's Chuck.
All right, thanks, Scotty. For the Deacons, they only ran the ball 3 times that second half. 11 total for the game. Leininger, 5 carries, 24 yards, 1 touchdown. Pergorovich, 3 carries for 10 yards. Rosberg, 3 for 2 yards. Michael Rosberg throwing the football, 24 for 36, 220 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns. Victor Hakeem had 8 catches for 53 yards. Sam Oshak had 5 catches for 47 and a 12-yard touchdown catch. Caden Chrisman, 4 for 37. He had a 30-yard touchdown catch on 4th down. Wrong guy.
What?
And 8. Connor Kraft had 2 for 35. Dukart, 2 for 22. Luke Hallcraft, 2 for 7. For the Braves, well, they ran 64 plays. 34 of them went to number 21, Lincoln Wiseman. He had 34 carries for 200 yards, 1 4-yard touchdown run. Max Carlson, the quarterback, had 5 carries for -3. That was included 2 sacks for some net yardage there. Wyatt Peel had 5 carries for 22 yards, doubled his season output. Tri Frank had 1 for 2 yards, and Carson Jablonski had 2 carries for a net 4 yards. Carlson throwing was very efficient, 8 of 13, 159 yards. He had 3 touchdowns tonight. 1 to Carson Jablonski for 7 yards, 1 to 16 yards, the first one to Tri Frank, as he said, man-to-man on the backside. A like big smile there. And then a big 41-yarder, the last touchdown for Mandan in that second half. That was to Frank as well, the 41-yarder. So, as I said, he finished 8 of 13, 159 yards and 3 touchdowns. Probably should have talked to him, too. There's so many guys I could have talked to tonight. Carson Jablonski had 4 catches for 48 yards and a 7-yard touchdown. One thing to note, Carson Jablonski kind of tweaked it was his knee at the end of the game, but he's okay. Talked to his father. He said, yep, they already looked at it, said he's fine. Tri Frank, big game defensively, but also what a game offensively. 3 catches, 79 yards, had 2 touchdowns, a 16-yarder and a 41-yarder. That was on 4th down. And then one of the biggest catches of the game, Rustin Mendenwald, 1 catch for 32 yards that kind of kept the clock moving and the ball in Mandan's hands. Team statistics, it was all Mandan that second half as Mandan 47 rushes, 225 yards, 159 yards on passing. So 60 plays for 384 yards, so 200 yards in the second half alone. Shanley had 36 yards rushing on just 11 attempts, 220 yards passing, 47 plays total, 256 yards. First down, 18 for Mandan, 12 for Shanley. A couple things to note. I guess McCoy got a sack. Want to make sure we give him credit for that. What a game he had. And then interceptions. Mendenwald had 1 and a big return that led to a touchdown for Mandan, and as did also on the defensive side, Devin Church had the first interception, and he returned it 30 yards, and that led to the first Mandan touchdown. So impressive night for Mandan. They did it on the ground. They did it in the air. Balanced offense, 384 yards total. Just a tremendous night by the guys we talked about, Carlson, Wiseman, Frank, Jablonski. I mean, I don't know. You call it their big 4. I mean, you gotta. Those are the guys carrying it. But yet, as me being a former offensive lineman, you got to give a lot of love, Scotty, to those guys up front. And Hegney, the tight end, they don't talk about him much, but he also was. I want to say he's a hog extended. Let's just say, as Corbin, Gerhardt, Boehm, Gress, and Steele, they did just a tremendous job helping Lincoln Wiseman at 200 yards.
Well, Chuck, let's give out our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Charlie?
Which one is this one?
This is the move of the game.
Move of the game.
Yes,
Ooh.
sir.
Well, okay. I'm going to go with the Frank touchdown on 4th down. I thought that was a big one. Between that one and the Mendenwald one, but this was big. That got that touchdown that kind of got him out of reach. The 2 touchdown edge, that 41-yarder on 4th and 4 that they went for it. It was 4th and 4 on the 41-yard line, and they threw it to Frank. He scores on the backside. I mean, also a great call by the coach.
Yeah,
let's be real too. But the catch and score, kind of the overall play of that. That's my Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
And Chuck, one more to do. We got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. 2 locations in Bismarck. One in Minot. Chuck, your MVP tonight is?
Oh, this is a hard one to me, too. Carlson, what a game he had. Efficient quarterback, 8 of 13, 159 yards, 3 touchdowns. But, man, how do you not? You give the football to Lincoln Wiseman, number 21, 34 times. He gets 200 yards. He gets a touchdown. He gets that first down to kind of close it out at the end of the game. And just a tremendous effort for Lincoln Wiseman, the 195-pound senior. He's our Sport Clips MVP of the game, Lincoln Wiseman.
Well, there you have it, folks. And again, hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been brought to our attention that it's been a record broadcast on the PSP network. And hey, folks, we certainly appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope you can do that as we continue to move on through the rest of this football season. And these broadcasts would not be made possible without these people: BNC National Bank, Shields, also to Hub International Insurance, ServPro, Planet Pizza, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, UPS Store, Jersey Mike's, Presswitch Orthodontics, Northern Plains Heating and Air, also Premier Chiropractic, Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, and Jobbers Moving and Storage, and also all those other folks you see throughout the ads during the broadcast. A big thanks goes out to Luke Domrys, the camera operator tonight, doing a great job as he does each and every time. Repeating our final score here, on the BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Mandan 28, Shanley 21. Until next time, Scott Woodmansey. For Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey saying so long from the Starion Sports Complex.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL.